Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. It's another match at the US Open. It is the third round. We're going to find out now who is playing. The hot prospect from GB, Emma Raducanu, who went through 6-love, 6-1 against Sara Sorribes Tormo earlier. And these ladies are battling it out to fight the young Brit in the fourth round. It is Shelby Rogers and Ashleigh BARTY. JG with the US flag there. How you doing, mate?
I need to start off. Why did I underestimate Raducanu as much as I did? Number one, I didn't know she had that in her to be able to do that to Sorribes Tormo, who's like 40 in the world. So I've messed up that one for a start. But this one, I think, is going to be... I don't think I can really get it wrong. I think it's going to be the same way they always go, and that's Ashleigh BARTY beating Shelby Rogers. They've played a few times this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to always go that way as well.
Yeah, it's. I've been hearing people in the live chat saying this is the Djokovic Struff of the women's game.
Yeah, so I'll bring it up here. So this year alone, they've played 4 times. Ashleigh BARTY winning on every occasion, twice on hard courts, twice on clay, one of them being at the Australian Open, and the Australian Open one was very comfortable. It was just over an hour, 6-3, 6-4. And as much as Shelby Rogers has been playing quite well, I think it's going to go very similar. I really do.
Yeah. Well, how funny is it that the last time Ashleigh BARTY even dropped a set, she's won 7 matches without dropping a set. The last person she lost to, Sara Sorribes Tormo, in straight sets. And we'll see what Raducanu just did to her. She barely won a game. Is that a sign of things to come?
Well, did you catch any of the match? Was Sorribes Tormo injured or?
Nope. Raducanu battered her, and she couldn't even get going. It literally, she went hell to leather with every shot and hit winner after winner, and Tormo didn't know what hit her. She just was at the other end of the court, just scratching her head, thinking, what do I have to do to win a game here? It was mad, but it was great. Loved it.
Well, the match has started. Ashleigh BARTY held her serve to start things off. And I've got a big announcement to make as well.
Go on. What's the announcement?
Well, I would like to introduce someone very special to the stream, a family member. It's in fact my uncle, Uncle John.
Hello, Uncle John.
Good evening, boys. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah. Well. I mean, that Raducanu thing, you're absolutely right to begin the show on that. I mean, I didn't watch the match, unlike you, Ben. Can you hear me okay, by the way?
Yeah, perfectly. Perfect. Crystal
Great.
clear.
Great.
Good mic, mate.
Yeah, so I mean, but I didn't see any of it, and I'm shocked with the scoreline. That's just insane.
I watched it all, mate, and it was a cracker. I was doing the Djokovic match at the same time, but I couldn't take my eyes off of that match because it was incredible just to see how she was playing. The crowd really it's warming to her, and everybody's saying, I just love watching her play. Her style of play is such an attractive style of play. She hits through the ball so hard, and it's just what British tennis has been waiting for. We're waiting for a hard-hitting person on the court. There you go. I'll take the target off you there, John.
Yeah, and especially on the women's side, I mean, there's not been a lot to write home about for about 3 or 4 decades in terms of British tennis on the women's side. So it's great. And let's lead us sort of kind of into today's match in a way perfectly, because what can she do against potentially BARTY?
Well, if you saw the match earlier on, if you don't get a chance, or if you get a chance to go back and watch the highlights, or if you can watch the full match, it's probably the same length as the highlights. It was just, I think it was around an hour, but one of the games was about 10 or 11 minutes. It was on a long juice right at the start of the match. So probably around about 45 minutes, I'd say, for the actual match.
Yeah.
It's just the hitting of her was incredible. I just thought she's showing no fear. It's that same Raducanu we saw at Wimbledon again from the first few rounds.
Well, I think you
Absolutely
could argue better
fearless.
because
Yeah,
she got through
fearless.
Wimbledon, but it was more of a struggle. In the US Open, she's sort of breezing through.
Battering people.
Yeah.
And that's not
She hasn't dropped a set yet, right?
Nope, hasn't dropped a set. And that was her most comfortable win of the whole tournament. She's getting better.
And she had 3 qualifiers, and she didn't drop a set in them either. So
Nope.
she's won, I think it's 6. Is it 3 qualifiers or 4? I think 3.
Yeah, she won
So
3. So 6 matches,
Exactly.
no sets dropped. And Ash Barty at the moment, I think she's on is it 7 matches, I said, without dropping a set?
Yeah, something like that.
If she goes through, we're ruling out Shelby Rogers a bit here.
I do think we need to, for a start, don't rule out Shelby Rogers and put a little bit more respect on Ashleigh Barty's name. As much as we're talking about her record and Raducanu's, there's going to be a big difference in class. We're talking about the world number 1 and an up-and-coming British player. And I know she's doing great. I know I was wrong about how far she could go. But surely, I think the Ashleigh Barty one is just going to be a big stretch. I think if she can force any business ends or take a set, that would be a great achievement in itself.
I think the only thing that I would worry about there is just nerves. And that's all I would worry about. Because if she plays the same way as she played today, Ashleigh Barty is going to have a match on her hands. It's going to be it's going to be the match of the 4th round in the women's. I'm throwing it out there. I think if she plays the same way as she did today, that is going to be exciting because Barty, we know she can mix it with all the big hitters and she's the most consistent. And Raducanu, she wasn't holding back. I'm comparing her to the Karatsev from the Australian Open. That's what it seemed like. She goes for everything. Drive, volleys. She's literally just trying to hit winners and she's hitting winners. It's amazing.
Yeah, I need to catch up and watch the highlights because I'm doing a bit like John. I'm going off the scoreline.
Well, take this into account. 23 winners against Tormo 5.
Yeah. And she's, her opponent is it's not like, it's like a first round against the 150 in the world. She's beating decent players.
Player.
Yeah, right. And she beat Von Drusova at Wimbledon, right?
So and Sorana Surstayer as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. And Joe saying, I'm happy for Raducanu, but as a Sara Sorribes Tormo fan, that was hard to watch. Yeah, I can imagine. You saw her with her head in her hands, Tormo. I think it was 6-love, 3-love. And she was just sat there thinking, what have I got to do here? And every time she would go 30-love up, Raducanu would just come back and start winning again. It was mad. But yeah, go and watch the highlights if you haven't already. If you want to, I don't know, just be thrilled. The crowd was so into it as well. She's won so many fans this tournament, even more. Like Wimbledon was great. This one, she's just adding to the stock.
And JG is absolutely right to just sort of interject there by going, what a volley. We just saw an amazing cushion volley there from Barty. And she's, I mean, it's only 1-1 here right now, but
she reads the game so well, doesn't she, John?
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, I mean, there was a volley before. I always think it's one of the most difficult shots in the game, actually, that volleyed, sort of when the ball's dropping and you've got to hit it right. And there's no margin for error. But I saw Muguruza do 2 or 3 yesterday, just insane, volleys. And then the cushion volley to actually ultimately win the point. So
that's got it as well.
Raducanu's got. Yeah, I you know what? I missed most of the best days of tennis yesterday. I watched the Muguruza match and then I went out and I came home and I text Ben. I was like, what the hell has been going on?
I know. It's mad, wasn't it? It was actually one of those nights. It's like one of those where were you when that happened nights.
Ooh, double fault from Barty. Going to juice here.
What chances do you give Rogers today?
Very small. I know they do the win percentage usually for some of these matches. It's become more of a popular thing. If I had to give my percentage, it would probably be around 12%.
Oh, it's going to go higher. 25. I was going to give her.
I think
25. Ben.
I don't know.
She's in America. That's why I'm giving.
He's an accountant, but he's not great with numbers. That's definitely. If he's saying 25.
Well, she's in America, mate. That's why.
I thought 12 was being generous. I was It was either 12
No.
or about 8 or something like that. What
Nah,
about
she's
yourself,
in
John?
America. Well, it's
Ben's-
Breakpoint Rogers right now, so
Yeah, I know. And
But
Ben's
it-
go-to phrase, though, Ben's go-to phrase is "America in America." That is
Yeah.
it. That's it.
living in America.
Let's see how this goes. Forehand to forehand
Well,
here. Anyway,
What would
see
your
if Rog-
percentage be, John?
yeah, I would go where you are, JG. I'd go about 12. Yeah, and that's even with her
Right.
having a break point there.
Stop,
Yeah.
stop
Let's
jumping
go
on the
13.
12 bandwagon. Oh, I was gonna
I'll go
say,
13. I'll go 13.
shall I leave? I'm just, like, you will.
Hey, I can.
The 12.
Ben.
Yes, that's better. I'll split you up. I'll go in the middle. I don't think I can handle this. 12 percenters. So I'm going to call you two.
Yeah, right. So, anyway, I tell you what, Ben, here's a good moment for me to kind of, lend an
double fault.
apology and a double fault again from Bite, because I dismissed Kerber in terms of both the chances of winning the tournament, but even her chances of beating Sloane Stephens, and she's your pick.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying she's going to go on and win it, but she surprised me in the way she beat Stephens.
She's having fight, isn't she, this tour? And that's the one thing that I'd say for her. She's made me super nervous in every single match I've watched of her, but she's won them. She's been down and she's come back in the matches. And
Nice.
Karatsev's going to have to do it the hard way again. He's
Just
gone
before
into
you
a
do that,
fifth
though,
set.
It's another double fault from Barty, and she's
And
just been
meaning-
broken.
Someone's
She's-
broken. Oh, that's weird. I think it might.
Rogers. It's Shelby Rogers.
That was a
Had
quick
to cut
line
him
made
off.
up before. Rogers. Right, angry.
Is that the
button.
first-
I had
Is
to
that the
cut him off
first
before you
airing?
start gloating.
Yeah.
Is that the
just
first
literally-
airing for?
I made it like 2 minutes ago. Yeah. So yeah, that's
Is
the
it? Oh,
first
wow.
airing of that.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
that's
not.
good. It's good.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
no,
yeah,
win percentage has just gone up. So it was
25%
12.
now.
No, now it's around 19.
So
For you or for the bots out there? Who's saying 19? You, JG, or the bots?
Oh, me. I'm not listening to no bots.
Yeah, you know what? Oh God, if Rogers does win, we'll never hear the end of Ben and his 25.
Wow, I think you need to start listening if that's the case. If she does, even if she gets a set, I think that you need to all say she did better than you expected.
Well, yeah, for sure. Set is more like 33, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know about
she'll
that.
she'll end up losing in 3, so
Depends what the scores of the sets are.
that's true. And as you were saying, Karatsev going into a 5th set, what a match that one's turned out to be.
Yeah.
Brooksby took the first one 6-2. Karatsev took the second 6-3, and then the third 6-2. And from that moment onwards, I thought there's no chance for Brooksby, but he's fighting back, wins the 4th 6-3, and we're going to 5 again. And based off Ben's logic, in America, does that mean Brooksby wins that one now?
Well, you've got to take into account it's Karatsev's birthday today as well, so he could be getting some extra points from the umpire, I think, today.
Ben's got his astrological charts out as
That's
well,
it.
and he's looking at all sorts of things.
Exactly, because he was born in in September. That makes him a Virgo. So that means
okay.
they're actually better in 5th sets, Virgos.
So I tuned in to you guys yesterday during the Muguruza match, and I think I saw about 4 or 5 times people kept saying, "How old are you? How old are you?" I don't know if you saw that a few times in the chat yesterday,
Really?
but I don't. Yeah, I saw it a few times. But you were too engrossed in tennis. You guys swim in tennis, no doubt. But there was a few people that going, "How old is JG? How old is Ben?" And I'm thinking, I wonder if they're going to answer this question or if it's going to remain a mystery. Yeah.
Yeah, we like to keep it a mystery.
We've been asked many times. But
I think we've
never
given it all the
really-
game away many times
I feel
anyway.
like Ben's actually said his age multiple times on the stream.
Well, we got Challenge
Okay.
AG coming soon, and that definitely shows how old you are because it's part of the statistics on the thing. So everyone will know soon anyway.
I like the whole university idea, by the way, and studying a master's or degree in Rafa Nadal. That was great.
The Rafa course.
Yeah.
That could be an interesting one.
Well, you've got everything else. You can study McDonald's, you can study David Beckham. So why not Rafael Nadal? Or maybe
Yeah,
it is
right.
already a course. I don't know.
Probably is.
I think it is, and when you it's in
Oh.
Paris in Roland Garros, and you have to walk in on clay and slide in. You have to slide in.
Well, Barty with a very bad forehand there. It just flew miles wide, and now Rogers the chance to consolidate.
Yeah, could be a comfortable consolidation too.
It's looking good, Rogers.
Yeah, Maquadrio saying their head-to-head is 5-love in Barty's favour, and she comes in fresh after winning Cincinnati without dropping a set. She does indeed. Thanks for that, Maquadrio.
Oh, winning Cincinnati, yeah, that's not to be sniffed at. So maybe I should up my 12 or 13 a bit more than I did, especially the way Barty started. There's something a bit missing today.
You're going to up it or lower it?
Go up the percentage chance for Rogers, but it's a bit too late now. I've got to stick with my original prediction. But she's comfortably held there, and that sliced backhand to go long on that from Barty is a bit weird.
Living in America.
When I see you guys do your previews, okay, and I see you doing the hard court sort of, well, not the hard, just the hard, your Miamis and your Indian Wells or whatever, and I see it, and as soon as I see you chatting, and as soon as there's just some American guy who's like 172 in the world who's going to be playing, I don't know, Yannick Sinner or something, Ben's going, yeah, but it's in America. It's in America.
It is. You've got to be careful with those Americans. And I put a lot of Americans through. Unfortunately, I didn't choose France's TFO, though. That was the one that I probably should have done. See? It worked.
I love TFO. There's something very... one of the things I love about TFO is, I remember against Djokovic, I think it was in Australia, and I think he was like, he doesn't even know which side of the court he's supposed to go on half the time.
No.
But I find it very charming. It's very, innocent.
Did
the
you
crowd
see him,
really like him?
Did you see him yesterday though when he was winning? It was so funny. Every time he hit like an amazing winner, he turned to the crowd and did like some dance like to the crowd. Like, it was hilarious. I know.
I
just
just
watched
the off afterwards, just flexing his biceps like this.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And I just saw the final set of Sinner and Monfils. That was a great match as well. I mean, it's really been an amazing 2 days.
Really has. We got
Nick in.
Nick saying, I'm with Ben being it's in America. Rogers is tired of losing to her. She will be giving her all, especially being in New York. Oh, giving her all. Yeah, sorry. Read that wrong. Sorry, that covers up John's face every time I put a comment up.
Good forehand there from Barty. 40 love up, going for the game.
Yeah.
What are you making of these outfits?
Some more authority on her.
You're not mentioning the outfits in these ones. They're a bit boring.
They're boring. They're boring outfits. I've not looked at either of them and thought, wow, there's been so many great sort of retro ones. Neither of these are really doing it for me, if I'm honest.
I have to say this whole retro thing from Nike seems to have been well received, but I'm not a big fan actually of it. I'm not a big fan.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer. Yeah, I know, and I'll give you an example of whose style I think is great. It's Karatsev. I know we get a lot of love on this show anyway, but I love the whole sort of grey, blue sort of numbers that he wheels out with his Asics shoes. And it's almost like he's just thrown on a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Like
I think
the
he has just
thrown.
I think he has just thrown on a t-shirt. That's the thing.
It's almost like he's walked. It's almost like he's walked out and someone said, "Hey, by the way, that's not your sponsor." And he's like, "Ain't got a sponsor, mate."
It's like there was the only thing what was washed.
Well, I think he just wears the same one. It's just like chuck that one in the wash and then that's it. They have to get it ready for him, whether it's dry or not in the morning, hanging up on the line. He just puts it back on again. Yeah, apparently his management or his agent or whoever's managing him was waiting until the US Open before they listened for sponsorship deals, hoping that he does well here. Because if he does, then that's where all the sponsors come in, apparently, in the US.
Well, it's a big pressurized fifth set then to see if he can make the second week. I wonder if when he's packing his suitcase, by the way, he's just like 14 blue shirts, 14 grey pairs of shorts. Of course, Tsitsipas, when he's packing, just packs like 100 because, of course, we all know that he sweats so much he needs to take 10 minutes to have a break. So he's probably got like 3 or 4 changes. But
you don't know when he's in the bathroom. How do you not know that he's just like do I want that one on now? No, I'll take that one. He's like a lady in there. He's like, oh, maybe not that one, not the pink one. Oh, maybe the green one. Then he changes it, and he's like, and he's just about to walk out, and he just thinks, oh no, I've got the red one in the back. Well, just takes it off again quickly, puts on the red. It's like, yes, the red one.
Djokovic, at least when Djokovic does his breaks, he comes on with a different coloured shirt. He's basically got red and white. Although this time it's obviously blue, but always at the French
green.
Open he has red or white, and he goes in and he comes out wearing a different one. So at least he's showing the crowd, look, I have genuinely changed.
Yeah, I think some of these players, it's noticeable if they've changed because of one of them's completely stuck to them when they go in. It's like a wetsuit, then they've gone in and then they come out and it's all right. But Rogers
to any of our 3-2. To any of our viewers out there who are from or have been to New York, let me tell you, at this time of year, the underground especially, when you're on the subway, as they call it over there, when you're on that subway, it's so hot, insanely so, and even in the stadium, it is really humid. Anyway, 3-2, Rogers to serve.
Sounds like the Central Line in London.
Well, that's disgusting. Yeah, but at least in New York, they have like the platforms are disgustingly hot, but the actual all the subway has aircon. Like the aircon, there's aircon on all of them, but it's just waiting for them is torture in the summer. It's like it's like in the Central Line, like that type of thing. Horrible.
JG, are you partaking in the beer drinking this evening, or are you having a?
No, I may grab one, but I'm not sure because I need to be up early tomorrow, so I'm not going to be drinking too much. I'm very boring. I'm all about my books at the moment, reading, studying.
Yeah, I've heard.
Until that's done, I'm going to be a bit of a shell of myself. All I see is numbers. I close my eyes at night and I just see Excel and numbers.
12%. That's your eyes.
That was my revision for this podcast.
There's another unforced error there from Barty going long on the backhand. I don't know how many unforced errors. Yeah.
Well, you've got it on the screen there. 12 unforced for Barty so far. And Rogers, pretty faultless. Only 2.
12 unforced errors in 5 games. That seems like a lot to me.
Oh, it is a lot. Yeah, that's. I don't think we've covered a match where we've seen that amount of unforced errors this early on. So she's not she's struggling a little bit. But then looking at Djokovic earlier, the way he started against Nishikori, I don't think there was that amount of unforced errors, but it's very similar. He was very sloppy as well at the start.
I think everyone keeps saying it in the live chat as well. And it's, I know that I keep on saying the same thing, but everyone keeps on saying, is he all right? Is he feeling okay? Is he looking like he looks tired? Like, he's not warmed up yet. He didn't have any tournaments coming into it. He chose not to play any. He's warming up. The first week is his warm up. He's not going to look good until he's played 4 matches.
I understand that logic, but I feel like with Novak Djokovic, he's that good. He doesn't always need to warm up.
He does. He's just human.
Listen, in Australia, the first week in Australia this week, he had some iffy moments against Tiafoe. He dropped a set. In fact, he was in big trouble against Tiafoe. I think in the 4th set, I think it might even have gone to a tiebreak.
Yeah.
So, or 3rd set. So, it wasn't. And then, of course, he also dropped us 2 sets. I think it was 2 sets to love up, and then against Fritz, exactly.
Yeah.
So, he had some moments there, and then by the time he arrived at the final, boom.
Yeah, it's true. Same with Roland Garros as well as Musetti. I think that was 2 sets down.
Yeah,
I just think he just gets going second week. It's just as long as he can win the matches, he doesn't care in the first week. He can drop a set, but you saw today, the longer it went, the better he got. The longer the rallies went, the more confident he got.
The big difference with the women's matches, though, it's best of 3, and Barty doesn't have that long to get going. No. She can't afford to do what Djokovic does and goes 2 sets down, then start playing because she's already lost and she's on her way home. So that's why she needs to get this together very quickly, because in a women's match, occasionally you can find yourself 45 minutes in, down a set, and down maybe a double break in the second, and things are looking really dire.
Yeah,
that is pretty dire. Yeah, if you're a set and a double breakdown, that's in a women's game. You can't get much more dire than that, really.
I've seen it so many times, and they start playing their best stuff, but it's all a bit too late.
I've seen them come back.
Another unforced error there from Barty to go love 15 down. Backhand sort of slice stroke drop shot. I think she was trying there, and it just. Didn't even come close to getting over.
One of our patrons in the chat, Kathy, saying he's joining New York.
Sadly not, Kathy. I've been in the past a couple of times, and I was hoping to go this year, but I have to say with Nadal and Federer and team's absence, but more importantly than their absence, I can't go. You can't enter the US right now, unfortunately. I live in Germany, so can't enter the US unless I think you have special privileges, and unfortunately, the GTL podcast doesn't count as a special privilege. Not yet, but I'm hoping that by this time next year, Ben can have a quick word with the president and maybe wheel me in somehow.
Well, mate, I wouldn't have a word with the.
Don't
Do
worry,
not
John.
have a word with the president. He's not going to remember a word that anyone said in a year's time. Jesus. Yeah, he gets lost halfway through talking.
Yeah.
Starts saying like, oh, mate,
we've got another patron in the chat, Liam, saying the golden
Hey.
trio. Sort it out, Barty.
Well, I just wanted to
Liam.
say, Lloyd Harris is up a break against Denis Shapovalov at the moment in the first set, and
Okay.
Basilashvili up a break against Riley Opelka. How do you both see those matches going? To you, John, first.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm shocked shocked is a bit strong, but I see Chapo going far. I know I was very pleased to hear JG complimenting me yesterday on my prediction. The only problem is I think Chapo's quarterfinal would be Medvedev, or have I got that wrong? But basically, I see Chapo doing well. Unfortunately, he's just got a really. It might even be. I'm not sure who's he due to play in the quarters. Chapo. Anyway, I predict Chapo to go through.
I said 4.
What was the other one? Brooksby, was it? Or
Basilashvili Opelka.
and again, I would predict Opelka to win that, although it's a breakdown in the first set. What about you, JG?
Do you have a score prediction? Sorry, just to push you on that.
Yeah, no problem. I would go straight sets for Chapo, although he's a breakdown in the first set, and I would go 4 sets for the other one.
Well, I went 4 in both as my prediction. I said Opelka in 4 and Chapo in 4. That was mine in the last stream.
Yeah.
Tell me yours, JG.
Yeah, well, let me just have a little look now because I don't say something too wild. But Lloyd Harris, I think, is class. I think that one, as much as I was saying what John was saying, how Chapo's going to go very far, I think he will get through it, but it's going to be a real struggle. And that could be a 5-setter. And then with Opelka, I'm not so worried about Basilashvili. I think he's going to get stronger and stronger, and I see him doing that in 3.
Something's wrong today, Barty. There another backhand slide stroke and just
15 errors.
Yeah, it's
just
weird
didn't
because
hit
when
it right.
if the slice isn't going well for Barty, then she's in real big trouble because that's one of her biggest weapons. I find something what other players don't have.
Yeah.
Really good return from Rogers, looking to put Barty down the double break. Barty goes wild, misses it, and she's been broken again.
Wow.
It's 5-2 Shelby Rogers, and she's serving now for the first set.
Rogers. It's Shelby Rogers.
Aggressive Shelby Rogers.
That was weird. How did you manage to talk through the button?
Yeah, I saw that, Ben.
I'm lagging at the moment. I don't know what.
Oh, hello.
That was
JG,
so
by the way,
bizarre.
yesterday, by the way, that new idea of squeezing you guys out and making the screen bigger, I mean, that blew you away. It blew me away just watching it. But you're sort of talking behind a screen almost.
Yeah, no, it was very peculiar. Not for us.
Having been-
we could see each other down the bottom, so it seemed pretty
Yeah, of
normal.
course.
But yeah, I can imagine for you guys, it would have been a bit strange.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I over exaggerated it a bit. It was like a kid at Christmas time.
yeah, but still, 18 months you've been doing this, and you're like, wow, I didn't know we could do this, and I was laughing as I was watching. It was great.
People wondering, this is what John's referring to. We can do this.
Yeah,
and still
exactly.
talk, so you can just have the scoreline without the ugly faces. But
Exactly. It's almost like the Wizard of Oz when you did that, you know, with the guy behind the screen at the end of the film, and then Toto the dog sort of exposes him, and you're like behind this screen. Yeah, it was very amusing. What have you thought of the tournament so far?
well, you know me, John. I'm a bit like yourself. I was a bit disappointed coming into the tournament without Rafa. That was really
Yeah.
a hard thing for me. I was looking forward to this one to be the one where you've got 3 guys going for 21. We didn't get
Yeah.
that narrative. We've got 1 guy going for the calendar year slam. I think that is very exciting. But for me, it's not Rafa. and I'm a diehard. I love him, and it's sad not having him. But having Alcaraz has been a breath of fresh air. And I know you didn't catch the match. I caught most of it, and I've watched the highlights since. It was incredible, and I'm really hoping Alcaraz can sort of fill that void and keep pushing on. And not just him, Raducanu as well, Leylah Fernandez, the 18-year-olds. You've got to give a lot of credit to the 18-year-olds. It's been their kind of tournament, and I've been really encouraged by watching them play. And I'd like to also add Medvedev and Zverev in the hat as well. I thought they've been super dominant, and I'm really excited, like Ben was saying earlier, that if we were to get Zverev, Djokovic, I think that is going to be the moment where the tennis is going to peak.
Yeah, on the men's side, yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, is JG sort of hinting at his age there when he keeps talking about 18-year-olds? Is he talking about himself? Let us know in the chat if you think JG is 18 or not.
Did you think I'm that young? Bloody hell.
18, 19, 17, I don't know. It's the baseball cap, JG.
Teenager.
Well,
Could well be.
So 15 all.
If I'm 18, Ben's 16.
Yeah, mate, I'm super young.
Well, you got Liam there saying JG does seem childish. Well, I think we don't get any more childish comments than yours coming from the live chat.
Immature, even, he said. Yeah, but men can be immature up to any age, really. So does that really mean anything? Well, this is Rogers trying to close out this set, though, at the moment.
Yeah, right. And let me just tell you, a second serve there from Rogers, maybe not the best, or certainly not the paciest one in the world, and therefore Barty went for it, attacked, and hit the backhand straight into the net.
Yeah, I think I'm lagging a bit. I just think it's because I'm sharing it with John.
Oh, two set points. Two set points.
I was trying to watch all the matches at once and share with John as well. I don't think my computer didn't like that. 4 matches.
I've got Karatsev. I've got two computers myself and a screen as well where I'm watching the Barty match, and I've got Karatsev on one of my screens.
Set point Rogers.
Yeah,
it's the first serve. It's wide, and she's done it. Shelby Rogers takes the first set, 6-2. Wow, maybe I should have upped my percentage.
No.
Rogers. Shelby Rogers.
Meg there just sticking up for me, saying JG's just young at heart. That's all it is. Must be you too old at heart.
There you go. I can put the Karatsev just fell over in that other match.
Yeah.
Birthday bumps.
I mean, listen, Barty this is big trouble. Barty out. Or Barty, not
He's out.
Breaking news, everyone! Please leave the podcast. It's all over.
You're lagging. You guys are lagging. Your streams are lagging so much. I'm like a set ahead of you.
Well,
John's announced it. Barty's out.
How many wines have you had, John?
A couple.
Good. Let's have another.
Yeah. So, okay. I think, listen, serious percentage. Better percent. I think it is 50-50 now.
He's changed his tune.
I have.
Yeah, I don't think you can argue with that. 50-50 seems reasonable. Now, based off what I've seen, I would still give I'd give Barty still the edge. I'd give her 60-40.
Do you not agree with the original 25% from the start now?
No, I just think that actually I think 25 sounds like outdated now. It's outdated. It's so half an hour ago. Yeah.
Oh, mate. I'll never get a complimentary comment from my percentage. I'm just gonna have to leave it in the past.
Well, I'll be honest, Ben. It'll do us a good thing if Barty is to go out here. No disrespect to Barty for our brackets, because if you look at the Game to Love bracket league, everyone seems to have Ashleigh Barty. Yes. So it's going to embarrass us on Game to Love if she is to win the tournament, because we'll be maybe like near the bottom of the leaderboard.
Why is everyone saying Barty's injured? I don't think she's injured.
No, don't
I've
think
not
so.
seen any signs of injury. She doesn't
No.
seem very upbeat, but that's to be expected after losing a set in half an hour to Shelby Rogers.
She hasn't got any sort of strap. She normally has something strapped up, or like she hasn't got anything. I think she's hitting well. She's just hitting it
That's a
out.
really good forehand from her.
Wow.
Goes back.
Yeah.
Nice
And the
drive
movement
volley.
the movement, which is obviously the big thing, seems to be fine too. By the way, JG, who have you got on the women's side to win the tournament?
Oh well, glad you asked, John. I forgot my winner, but I do have someone in the
Why is
final.
Sticking
Iga
Coco Gauff?
Swiatek. No, it's not Coco
Okay.
Gauff. I've got Iga Swiatek in the final.
Okay, but who to win? Who's the win?
Oh,
She's pushing you on this one.
Come on.
That's a good question, John. I'll have to have a look. I just remind
Is it
myself.
Is it someone who went out in the first round, or you can't remember?
No, it's Naomi Osaka.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I genuinely didn't know. Okay.
No, I can explain it as well. So I've come out and said about Naomi Osaka. I'm not sure if she's going to be at the top level for some time until she gets sort of feels a little bit better in herself and
Interesting
fixes
pick then.
some of the issues.
Based on
But the reason I picked her,
yeah.
no, okay, I'll tell you. The reason I picked her is because of the draw. So when we was doing the draw, I looked down the route and I was keep going. I'm thinking, I think she's gonna have a little bit too much this one. She's gonna have a little bit too much on this one. And then I had a few shocks above her. Before I knew it, she's in the semi-final, and I ended up picking her, but I didn't really believe it too much. No, it's only the draw. The draw manipulated me into picking her.
I know how draws can influence, and they can influence me too. The only thing I would say is that normally they influence me by saying, I'm not sure I'm going to predict that person to win because they've got some early rounds that are really tricky. So that might make me, but I wouldn't, if I was really pretty sure about someone winning, I don't think I would go for someone just because they had an easy draw. Does that make sense? Whereas I would rule someone out because they had a tricky draw, perhaps.
I did that though, John. I'm guilty of that. I picked her because of the draw and not because I thought she could win this event. If I had to pick a list of names to win, she wouldn't have made my top 5. And that's being honest. Iga Swiatek was my big kind of shock. And I thought that she could go all the way. And she's doing very well and going under the radar. No one's really talking about her. And everyone's reason is, she's not very good on the hard courts. But I wouldn't dismiss her. She's got so much power, hungry, young. And I think she handles the occasions well as well. You can see winning a Roland Garros at the age she did, in the nature she did, take some bottle. I don't care what surface it's on.
Yeah.
Who's she playing in the next round? Who's she playing in the next round? Do you know?
I do, but I forgot it. I'll have to have a check.
So I must say, Swiatek has been a bit of a, I don't know. You're right. Under the radar is a great expression to use regarding her progress. Regarding her, really, since the French Open, really, there's not really been any sort of standout performances or standout moments. And yeah, she's quietly, made her way through to the next round and stuff. But I don't know. I don't see her winning it or even making the final. Okay, Bencic,
I'm hoping she socks you then, John, because I still really do believe in her. And she's playing Bencic next.
Yeah,
I think that's another beatable one.
That's beatable, but it's tough. It's tough.
Very tough. Bencic.
They're all going to be tough at this level.
Well, my sort of outsider, wasn't it? I had going to the final was Badoza, and that didn't happen at all, did it?
But that makes sense, Ben. That makes sense. I mean, she's had some great form over the last few months. I mean, I see what you mean, but Badoza is a potential Grand Slam winner, but what actually surprises me is you saw or are witnessing this Kerber comeback. Is that too much to say? Is that an exaggeration?
It is a comeback.
It is, because she was playing terribly. Whoa, a winner from Shelby Rogers down the line.
What a shot.
Rogers. Shelby Rogers.
I think Michael says anyone can win the women's, and it's always had that feel. But one thing I would say is this tournament, all the seeds seem to be doing so well.
Yeah, well,
up until now, eventually the seeds have to fall.
I thought Badoza would meet Barty and then knock her out. That was what I thought, but that's because they last played on hard. Badoza beat her.
Who did you have winning, John?
Barty, the tournament
in the final.
I actually didn't do the challenge. I have to say, I did the challenge
on the men's.
I've gone for Djokovic on the men's.
It's both
Yeah.
number ones. Okay, no worries.
Fair enough. Guilty. And I think I had Djokovic beating Medvedev as well in the final. You know, I do
1-2
think
combo.
though, I do think that regarding Djokovic, and I think his draw is quite kind, but I do think a quarter semi-final, if you like, which would potentially be Berrettini, Zverev, Medvedev. That there are trickier if all these guys keep going. That is, there are easier, quarterfinals, semi-finals. I mean, if we think about Shapovalov in the semi-finals at Wimbledon, that kind of thing. I can't remember who played in the quarters there, but you know, we think about sometimes some random results can occur, and you suddenly end up playing. No disrespect, but Aslan Karatsev in a Grand Slam semi-final.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness me, there, Barty again, another
one,
unforced error on the
That's
volley
20
this
now
time.
for the match, by the way. 20 unforced errors.
She looks
Yeah,
very
I mean,
red in the well, not red, but like her face looks noticeably exhausted. I don't know if that's like is she very tired, or is it just that hot there?
she's just sort of in the air, sort of just practicing almost just that movement. And I think this is the right time to mention that Barty hasn't been home for 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. She's been on the road, obviously with this really super hard lockdown that they have in Australia, where no matter who you are, where you are, with the exception of if there's a Grand Slam tournament happening, you have to do this sort of 2-week. Ooh, and it's a successful lob, right?
Yeah, brilliant one.
Yeah.
Wow. And
Sorry,
let's
John,
take our let's take our hat off to Rogers again. I mean, it's a great shot there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she hasn't been home for 6, 7 months, and I think she's performed admirably, you know, as a result, you know, winning Wimbledon, etc., and doing well at other tournaments. But you know, I do think it's quite easy for the Europeans to sort of rock up and go home, especially during these pandemic times. But she basically up sticks just after the Australian Open, and we'll be going back, I guess, sometime soon, maybe after this tournament. But I think that might take its toll. I mean, I don't know if she.
I never really took that into consideration because I know it's really strict in Australia.
Yeah, so she hasn't been home. She hasn't been home
to get back.
Yeah, she hasn't been home since February. She hasn't been. She basically made the decision because last year she skipped parts of the tour, didn't she? And partly because of the or predominantly all because of the pandemic. But this year she made the decision of saying, "I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go all in, if you like. I'm going to do all the tournaments." But I mean, I don't think she's backpacking. I don't think she's got the old Aussie backpacker and she's going from hostel to hostel. But but still, nevertheless, she's you know, that does make a difference.
It's not seemed to affect her though at all so far, but maybe, like you say, it's catching up on her now. She's had a long season without this, and something she's not used to. Seems to love her home from what I've seen in interviews and the way she spoke about it. So there we go. No, that's a bit better from her. Nice winner, 30-15. I think key now, as she's serving first, needs to just keep holding her serve. Let's get this one to the business end, and I'm sure she'll have one opportunity.
Karatsev down a break in the 5th set. It's 3-1 Brooksby right now, and Karatsev looking a little bit tired.
Yeah,
he's just
that is
second
worrying.
5-setter in a row, though. You got to think.
Well, it's big news actually. If Karatsev is to be able to win here today, I can't say it as fact, but I think
I'll go. What a shot from Rogers again!
Yeah,
sorry.
What a backhand! Brilliant return. She reminded me a bit of Alcaraz. He was doing similar returns against Tsitsipas.
Yeah, look at that. That's incredible.
But if Karatsev is able to turn this around, Ben, and Shapo's to win, I would be going top of the men's bracket.
Wow.
Top of the league.
Top of the league. Sure. I predicted the TFO Shapo matchup. I don't think many people had it.
Oh, that Barty slice. Oh, she's got it back. Wow, Barty. Oh, how she keeps that going.
Yeah,
well done, Barty.
Played. That's a good point. Rogers did good there.
Yeah, really good.
I think currently he's top. You got Luke Turnbull.
Oh, well done, Luke.
Now. And I think on the women's, we did have Almino, but he's been knocked off the top now. We've got Ryan Taylor with 91 correct picks.
Wow. It always shocks me when someone just has like storming runs in these tournaments.
We're nowhere near it on that one.
No, I had so many wrong ones.
I really want to win the men's one though. Winning a Grand Slam would be quite cool.
It would be. Oh,
Ooh,
I
net
think.
cord.
Oh, it's gone with the lob again. Oh,
It's worked. It's worked.
Was that the
Wow.
second or third successful lob now we've
It's
seen from
so
Shelby Rogers?
good.
It's
I
the
swear
second
they're
one in
not-
this game alone.
These
This game alone, I
winners
think. It's the
are
second
not right on the screen, surely, because she has hit much more than 5 winners.
Yeah, maybe we should have a little look at that.
Because
Are
I'm
they
going to go on
doing
the other.
Barty a disservice with the unforced errors
They're
as well?
saying she's
Because
only done
12
6 now, so I don't know.
I mean, she's hit 3 winners in this game. The 3 points that she's earned so far in this game have all been winners. That 2 lobs and an unbelievable backhand
I think it
return.
might be right, you know, Ben.
Yeah,
Because
it's
I don't think she
saying
had
it's
any.
right.
She hardly had any winners in the first set because it was all unforced errors from Barty. She didn't need to hit any winners. That's a drop shot. It's not a great drop shot. Rogers
no,
was
but
there,
just
but misses it.
about. Yeah.
I just want to say, guys, big thank you to everyone joining us on this live watch along. We've got 250 people here. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the video. We're still away from 100. So please like it if you haven't already and
Miles
subscribe
off.
if you're new.
How many likes have we got? How many
Well,
likes have we got?
we've been distracted. I've not the first time we've even said it. I think we've
29.
got 30 likes.
29? 250 people. Listen, you do the maths, Ben, but I think that's that's about 10%.
Less than 12%, that's for sure.
Less I set you up there, you see.
Yeah, exactly right. It's not
Must be
25%.
the John effect. No one likes when
Yeah.
John's on.
That's it. That's it. To be fair, it doesn't. I understand. If I saw myself on a YouTube video, I'm not liking it either.
We'll take him out. We'll take him out for a bit, see if it
No,
goes
shut
up.
up now. There we go. 45.
Look, it's up.
Cheers,
It's on
guys.
hundreds. It's gone in the hundreds. Shaffer's
Yeah.
got break point in the second set against Lloyd Harris. See if he can convert that. Harris took the first set there, and Karatsev 4-1 down in that final
Doesn't
set.
look
It's
good,
only
does it?
one break, but that's all it takes. The American, don't forget.
What a
And
player
he's-
Brooksby is. I really wish we did a podcast on Brooksby when we were so close
Yeah.
to doing it as well.
I thought that he'd probably. Well, my thought is he would probably beat Karatsev today, but I thought it would be more comfortable if I'm
Did
honest.
you call it in the bracket?
I don't even know what I probably got caught up in Karatsev hype, to be honest, wanting him to do well. Let's have a look. See who I picked in the bracket. Probably had both of them gone out in like the first round. Oh,
No, you
where is
definitely
it?
went Karatsev hype. I had
Pro-
Karatsev Djokovic as a matchup. So
Yeah, I had Karatsev beating Brooksby. Yeah, of course I did. Idiot. But it still could turn around.
how do you see this second set going now? Then Ashleigh BARTY, is she getting better? I'm not so sure.
No.
No,
Well, a
the
little bit.
problem is
Smidge.
there was smidgen, yeah, but she needs to go up more than a smidgen, probably another 12%. I'd have thought. But seriously, the problem is that Shelby Rogers is also bringing her A game today.
Yep.
And okay, she just didn't quite manage to break there, but she took it to deuce. Barty's the one under pressure. So we saw kind of how that first set panned out, and we thought, okay, Barty really needs to up her game. But if anything, although it's only 2-1 going with serve, and she's just lost the first point there, Rogers. The thing is, how long can Rogers sustain this unbelievable level that she's produced so far?
It can change in a second, this match. I bet all it'll take is a couple more unforced errors from Rogers, and Barty will get some confidence, and then she'll take over and probably take the set.
Well, it seems like that could be that moment right now because she's lost the first point, and that seems a very, very lacking confidence shot from Rogers. She can sense, I think, that Barty's growing into this match.
Yeah,
and there we go,
is.
into the net. You could feel it was happening. It was building towards it. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a Barty break now.
Yeah, she's definitely
growing. Just JG and what he's saying there, this sort of sense of I could win today reminds me of Bagdatis in the final of 2005 or 2006 in Australia, and he won the first set against Federer, and he gets towards the end of the second set, I think it's going with serve, and he's admitted to saying, I thought I might win, and that went through his head, and that just distracted him entirely. Yeah, distracted him entirely. And anyway, 15-30 now, and that's a very important point for Rogers, but she's got a couple more to win here too.
It's a brilliant one as well. Look at this for a winner.
Yeah, she's been hitting the better winners, that's for sure. With the Bagdatis, why did he retire so early? Because he's only 36 now.
Oh,
Say only. A lot of players do at that age.
yeah. I mean,
but
Ben,
he retired a long
Ben-
time ago.
Ben, I don't want to give away too many ages here because you've only told the audience a couple of hundred times. But you know, you and I are familiar certainly with players retiring in their late 20s. I mean, Borg was 26. I mean, you and I are not quite that old, but
all right, I was going to say steady on, John. Jesus, what are you doing? Fred Perry.
Wait, do you know what? I love how I got
like...
included in this age debate. I love how John's targeted Ben and be like, "Oh, you remember back then?
You remember the first US Open when that was played?"
During the war, you guys, anyway, during the war, the First World War, Wimbledon obviously wasn't there. Was you very upset that year?
Oh,
deal with it?
I just hit herself in the face with the ball. Did you see that?
Gutted. The only thing was, though, unlike this pandemic when we had the Spanish flu, we carried on playing tennis through that. We kept playing. But
Armada.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
He passes her and gets the break. She leads now 3-1.
I miss Mag. Do you miss Baghdadis?
Wait, why do you talk when you know the button's coming?
I feel like you don't even press them like ready. You wait and you leave it like about
in the button.
No, you leave it like about 3 seconds or something, and I'm like, oh, he's not going to press it. So I talk. Then as soon as I say like a half a word, you go, right, now I'm pressing it, bang, like that, and then just
Ben, I can almost guess you started to say something, and I'm almost going to guess your sentence, and I think it was something along the lines of, "Do you miss Baghdadis?"
Yes, correct. There
you go.
Exactly
He just said, "Do you?" And I was like, I
No.
think he's gonna say, "Do you miss Baghdadis?" Yeah, a bit, but don't. For me, he came from nowhere that year in 2006. It was, in fact, I remember it was January 2000. In fact, that year I went to the Aussie Open. I saw Tommy Haas because I was living in Australia, and I went to see Tommy Haas play Federer in a 5-setter. Talking of which, you know, I saw Sammy exactly 4th round. I saw Sammy Stosur as well the same evening, and Sammy Stosur is still playing. I couldn't believe it. She's still playing doubles, right?
Yeah.
I think she's even singles sometimes.
She playing singles, is she still?
Yeah, not
so.
Their
Yeah,
best, but still.
No.
Not winning.
Did Stosur? I don't know. Did she ever win a slam? Did she go on to win a slam?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, she had that sort of build up as though this is a potential slam winner one day.
I can double check just to be on the safe side. I won. Yeah, she won one. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I
US
thought,
Open. I didn't think she
US
did.
Open,
I thought she was just a finalist. But
I thought she might have done. Yeah,
because
I remember thinking. Yeah, I remember thinking when she won it. I remember thinking, yeah, I remember seeing her as a prodigious talent, and she's still playing. So I didn't realize Baghdadis was so young, to be honest with you.
I know, same. I thought that he was in his 40s or something. That's why he disappeared. He's 36, but yeah, he retired in his early 30s.
Yeah, no, Stosur is playing in this US Open. She got to
doubles,
first round.
Yeah.
No, in singles as well.
Oh, singles.
She's 37.
She went out in the first round.
But I sort of miss Baghdadis because he used to bring a very, very good fan base that used to come to every single one of every single match. And he used to be sitting there in the every changeover, and they'd be singing his song or something. There's this little group that would always be singing, and then he'd always like look up and he'd just like join in with their singing or something, and they'd always like give him. He'd just have a big smile on his face every single match. So good guy. I liked Baghdadis.
Yeah.
He's actually playing in the Champions tour now.
Okay.
They play.
It's like an exhibition thing, is it?
Yeah, it's like they're playing at the Royal Albert Hall, I think, in November. They play with like Juan Carlos Ferrero, Tim Henman, a few people like that. Just put on some exhibition style stuff. So yeah, he's doing that now.
Brooksby.
Yeah, there was some. I listened to an interview. Oh, yeah, well, that's almost done then. I listened to an interview with him about 18 months ago, and this was at a time when they were talking about Tsitsipas and maybe changing his coach, and And I was wondering, maybe, that would be a nice little combo there. Ben, when you were talking about his sort of fan crowd, his club, if you like, were they a Greek bunch, or was it just
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they followed him all around the world and just
Does
went to his
Tsitsipas
matches.
garner? I mean, obviously, I called you or we spoke during the French Open. I mean, do you think he garners that kind of? I don't think he's quite
No.
got that same fan base, has he?
He's not as much of a fun character though. That's why, because Bagdatis was a bit of a joker, a bit of a cheeky chap, and just even though he wasn't the best, he was still up there as one of the best. But he liked having fun more than anything on the court, and I think that translates a lot to you get a real good fan base. Like Fanini, he's an annoying player to a lot of people. But he has a really good, strong fan base because he likes playing up to them, and then he G's them up in the crowd, and they're always there supporting him. I can tell you
someone who's got a universal fan base, and it don't even necessarily have to like tennis too much. Everyone seems to like him, and that's Del Potro. We've got Liam in the chat saying he misses him, and there's some big news with him. He's actually booked his tickets. I don't know if you saw on Twitter earlier to the US Open, so he's coming to watch. I'm not sure which round, but soon he's on his way to the US. So I wouldn't be surprised in some streams soon if we see the camera pan into him about 5 times a match.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. I mean, do either of you see him playing again?
Not at any sort of.
I do, yeah.
High level. I reckon he could still beat some people, but
I honestly think he's going to be back, and I think he's going to play. I don't think when I say back, I don't think he's going to be competing for Grand Slams. No, it's going to be.
No. You think he'll play in a first round of a Grand Slam, though? That's the question. Will he play first?
Yes.
Wild card. Get him in.
But the thing is, when was his last competitive match? Do we know? 3 years ago?
I reckon about 3 years.
That's a very long time.
Maybe 2.5. I don't know. I feel like I remember when I was first started work when I was with Ben. There was a few Del Potro matches on then, so it couldn't have been that long ago.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he was down in what? Yeah, he was next to Murray in the rankings, wasn't he? So
I remember a match against Nishioka. Let me see.
I remember. Listen, in terms of sort of high-profile matches, I remember he made the semi-final of the French Open in 2018. So that's 3 years ago. That's the last Slam run I remember from him.
Any idea what his ranking is right now?
I guess 140, something like that.
212.
746.
Oh,
bloody hell!
Slip down a bit then.
Del Potro, 32 years old, 746 in the world, and the last match was 2019 against Shapovalov.
Oh, where and when? When?
It was in London on grass. Was it
Queens?
Queens, maybe? I'm not sure. It doesn't say on Flash, but he beat Shapovalov 2 sets to love, 7-5, 6-4. And then I know I was saying a bit before as well. Yeah, Nishioka, he played at Roland Garros. I remember that one. He beat Nishioka in 5 sets. He then beat Thompson in the round afterwards, only losing to Khachanov in 4. And that was it maybe the round of 16? Oh, the quarterfinals he lost.
So it's just over 2 years since he played, as far as we're aware, competitive tennis. And I'd say 2018 was a pretty good year for him, actually. He also made, I think, the quarters at Wimbledon. I think he pushed Rafa to 5 sets, I think, in 2018. But
I really miss him a lot.
Yeah.
He beat he beat Rafa in at the US Open, didn't he?
Yeah, in the same year, 2018 as well? Or was that another year?
Yeah, 2018. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it was a good year. I mean, he's he's beating Rafa at the US. He's making semi-finals at the French, and I wouldn't say his game was particularly suited to the French necessarily in terms of the clay. But yeah, as I say, I think it will be a first round wild card and be nice to see him. But I don't know what his movement will be like. He's a big guy. That I saw him on a hospital bed about 6 months ago. I posted a tweet of it, I think, with him with his leg just all plastered up or whatever. 2 years is a long time away from any professional sport.
He's one of my favorite players, so I'd love to see him back in some form.
Rogers just saved 2 break points, and Karatsev just saved 1 match point.
Yeah, not looking good for Aslan, but hopefully he can fight from somewhere.
Juice,
Bassasvili up in the tiebreak against Opelka.
Wow.
4-2, he leads.
Bassasvili should have been my dark horse.
Usually is. Usually have him going far. The one tournament you let go of him.
Stupid, isn't it?
You let go of him, Ben. You let go. You abandoned Basalavili.
I know I picked Hatchinov for like an idiot.
Come on, Aslan. He holds.
Go on.
Brooksby now serving for the match. 5-3. Wow. Come on, Aslan. Let's break back.
Chapeau
Barty here going for the double break. Rogers saved one of the break points, but she's been locked in a juice.
Chapeau was up a break. Now he's level at 3-3 in the second set.
And Opelka breaks back in the tie break. That's on serve now. First serve misses from Shelby Rogers. Second serve coming up.
Barty's turning the screw.
Quite a timid one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great forehand.
Yeah, she's looping him up. I feel like Rogers is what a drop in levels. I'm not even sure.
Barty.
I don't know though. I don't think she's even found her proper form.
Better
yet.
though. She's
improved a little bit, and Rogers just dropped off, and then we just seen one-sided set, which usually happens when these two play each other.
She's reined in the unforced errors, Barty. I think that's the key for her beating Rogers.
About 15 minutes ago, I said, how long can Rogers keep this up for? And I think that was pretty much the moment she sort of started to flounder a little bit. But anyway, listen, it's still only 1 break, albeit we've got a break point here for Barty.
Yeah. Karatsev 3 points away from going out on his birthday.
Oh, that's cruel. That's mean. That's mean. Should let him. I mean, do you remember when Alcaraz's birthday was? I think it was in May. There we go.
Into the net.
Karatsev at 7s. If anyone fancies jumping on that.
Alcaraz's birthday was a sad one for him, but
Rafa from Rafa for his birthday.
Yeah, but I think he would quite happily get a breadstick in Madrid in whatever round that was, and quite happily take that with an unbelievable 5-set victory over Tsitsipas at a Grand Slam like he had yesterday.
Indeed. Well, 2 points away for Brooksby now. Karatsev and Brooksby gives the fist pump.
Are you watching the match?
Yeah, I've got it on my phone just so
keep us updated how it goes because I'm interested. Does Aslan look in the zone?
It's all down to Brooksby, really. He's serving, and Karatsev he just has to hope he keeps it in the court.
The only perk of Aslan dropping his form is we may be able to get him back on the podcast.
I don't know if he's ever going to be back, to be honest.
Well, maybe if he goes back to the challenges again, we might be able to get him back.
He's never going back. It's a big rally, long rally between Karatsev and Brooksby.
Brooksby's won it.
Yeah, it was a wide backhand from Aslan.
Match point for Brooksby.
The second one. He had one and he missed one. Yeah, Karatsev does look tired, Kathy.
Kathy's saying, yeah.
I think he's just looking a bit lethargic. Brooksby got the youth on his side there. And he's got the crowd on his side as well. You got to remember that.
Don't get Ben going on the US crowd. By the way, JG, he's
no, I've heard it.
He doesn't approve. He doesn't approve.
I quite like the US
There you go. Brooksby's done it, and Opelka has set point as well. He's another American. But I think you're going to need more than the crowd to
2 set points. Ashleigh
get past Barty.
Sad for Aslan. Nice. Aslan's out.
Wow. Well done.
Brooksby Djokovic next.
Wow. The youngsters.
Does Brooksby stand a chance against Novak?
Wow.
12%.
The other 18-year-old took he's not 18, but an 18-year-old took a set off him already.
Yeah, Rooney, you mean?
Yeah. Wayne Rooney, yeah.
Yeah. Woo! There you go, set for Barty.
There you go. Easy.
And I want to say we're at 58 likes. So if you haven't already, hit the like button on the video and subscribe if you're new. If we get to 100, we can get the button out. And we're going to be going to 3 here. Barty, though, you'd have to say, is looking a massive favourite in this third set.
Yeah. By the way, so last time you actually mentioned, you said we were on 29 likes. Now we're on 58. It's almost though you're doing them every 29 likes. And my maths is now done. I'm done on the maths.
What's the next one?
29, 58.
I was going to ask you, John.
87, I think. And then just forget it. But so 87 likes. Make sure you remind us.
I'll be there.
Where we're at. But anyway, we need to get to 100 at the very least.
I think it's doubling each time. So maybe next time it'll be 58 times 2.
Oh, I see. Double and then double and double and double.
I
see.
Yeah.
116 then.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, JG flexing his mathematical muscles there.
He's been doing all of those revision notes. He was studying them.
Oh, gosh, don't.
The calculator out quickly.
Doing some logarithms earlier.
Oh, logarithms, algorithms.
That's someone who doesn't know maths.
I don't even know what a logarithm is. I have to say, I have no clue.
I don't think you want to know, mate.
Okay.
I don't think you gain it.
Maybe I'll do a podcast on it one time.
You don't gain anything from life from knowing what they are. So
it's not a good chat up line. It's not one you can use at a party. How well do you know your logarithms?
Well, talking about chat up lines, what is your go-to chat up line, John?
What's your favourite ice cream?
What do they usually say?
You really want to know? They say, "Go away, you weirdo."
How did you get in here?
Yeah. What are you doing in this party anyway? Do you even know these people? I'm just here selling. I'm just selling ice creams. I'm just selling ice cream.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Yeah, what's your favorite flavor? It's not necessarily a chat up line. It's just a random question because the thing is, I've been at so many events where people just sort of say, "Hi, where are you from? What's your name? You know, what are you doing here?" Because I'll often, I'm living now in Germany, obviously from the UK, so it's just an icebreaker.
Liam's got a good one here.
I think Liam
play tennis because we'll be making a racket tonight.
Liam. Liam's been watching this for 18 months, okay, and he's had that ready to just press return on, and he couldn't wait for us to mention chat up lines.
Liam's been using that one, I think.
I've never seen someone so quick on a topic.
Wow, he's probably got that one in his locker.
That one he did yesterday, or not a chat up line, but that comment he did about Tsitsipas yesterday. Any more chat up lines? Well, sometimes I might be. Here we go. Here's one. You might be at the bar, and someone else is there, and you sort of play the game of who's going to get served first. Who's going to get served first? And I say, listen, I guarantee you'll get served before me. Guarantee it. It's just a guarantee. Guess what? The individual always gets served before me. Yeah, and then she goes. And that's it.
Oh, I thought they were going to get you a drink.
No.
I don't understand.
You tell me what are my chat lines. I can't tell you a successful one. I can't tell you a successful one.
I thought you said successful.
I don't have any successful ones. That wasn't the question. JG said, "What is your go-to chat up line?" It wasn't what you were going to say. Successful.
Let me go in front of you, and I'll get your drinks for you, or something like that. I thought that was
Jamie here. Do you like tennis? New balls, please.
Jamie, you cheeky drummer.
And that's saying John Silk's lost the plot.
Yeah, remind me to sell off the wine.
What about you, Ben? What's your go-to?
I was thinking of Jamie Drummer. I was like, something about a drumstick was going to be in there. I don't know. That was. No, mate. That's
Ben, how did you woo your lovely Bulgarian lady? What was your?
I lived in the same house with her. that was how I wooed her. We lived together.
He paid the rent.
we lived together, and then we just were good friends, and then one thing led to another.
It just blossomed from then onwards.
Do you feel when you're watching?
I think Well, sorry, I said I think I was a bit. I don't know. Obviously, I don't drink wine or anything, and I think I suggested like having a bottle of red wine, something like that. So I'm just like, but it was just obviously because my girlfriend likes red wine. So and
now
watching
you're
movies.
back on, now you're back on the beer.
Yeah, well, ciders at the moment because I can't trust myself on the beers because I just need to have some ice with it. I need to water them down a bit, John. You've seen me after about 4 Stellas. Starts getting a bit messy, I know.
I tell you what's the worst combination for you, Ben. It's Stella plus tennis plus Karatsev. That's the potent combo, I think, that seems to get you really excited in terms of this podcast. But anyway, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, live together. That's the trick.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. I mean, I didn't have to go out to a bar.
She couldn't run anywhere. She had no choice.
I just went and knocked on her door.
Do you find, Ben, though? Do you find yourself when a Bulgarian is playing? You know, there's Dimitrov, for example. Are you sort of going? I'd like to see Dimitrov do well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Peronkova as well. Definitely been cheering on her a lot lately. Her and I'd say Dimitrov, they got to be the favourite too for me.
Big rally here.
Barty on a break point.
Just long. She's missed. I think she had 2 break points. Both been saved from Rogers to start things off in the 3rd set.
I never said that Demario saying Ben just turn to vodka or whiskey. No, that is the worst idea that anyone ever had ever. You don't even want to see. Then you'll probably. I was thinking earlier. I know it's a bit of a morbid thought, but because my girlfriend's actually not here, imagine if something happened to me while I was on the stream, like I had like some sort of heart attack or something. God forbid. Touch wood. What? You don't even know my address. You couldn't even say like ring the ambulance and say, my mate's passed out. Can you go to his house and help him? I'll just be stuck here on the stream, like
because JG and I are consummate professionals. We would continue with the podcast.
Yeah, just be like, anything to add, Ben? No, he's still passed out.
I think Ben's having a funny turn. Maybe we'll just and we just continue with the stream.
We hope he'll be back tomorrow. But
back.
Yeah, but break point Barty, you know, so.
Just like that, like keeled over.
Anyway, game point Rogers, I should say, although she's gone long with her first serve there.
People probably thought that was what happened earlier when my internet went down during the middle of the stream.
Oh, big shot there. And it's
juice again.
Yeah, Jamie wants to know your chat line. He wants me to leave his drumstick alone.
The problem is, I knew me asking people, it's always going to do a full circle.
Yeah,
so
obviously.
You should never ask anyone anything, but you are not prepared to ask it to answer
exactly
yourself.
Right.
And now it has done that full circle, and I've not been able to think of one because
5 minutes you've had 5 minutes.
No, but
yeah, come on.
What is my chat up line? I don't think I have one. If I'm honest, a lot of the time I use my immature self, as I've been called on the podcast, and just let that do the talking.
You come over and go, do you know Martin Vucevic?
One, I don't talk like that, and why would I pick him of all players?
I don't know, because you're one of your favourites.
I know Hungarians that don't even know who Martin Vucevic is. I mean, we love him, I like him actually. Maybe JG doesn't. I like him. Is there something very serious about him?
I think mine's very much like, "Hi, I'm JG. I do a podcast. Please, here's my number and subscribe."
Please like me and subscribe.
Please, please like all my videos. Subscribe to my channel.
I'm waiting for you guys to get the sort of GTL sort of podcast T-shirts or something. I know you've got your Aslan one.
You and me both.
Yeah.
With the T-shirts, they are coming soon. I know we've been saying that a lot, but we actually do have designs now. So I reckon after the US Open, we will be launching officially our first range of GTL merch.
A range.
It's a range. Yes,
John. A range.
It's high class as well.
High quality. Drip.
I'm looking forward to the day that I'm strolling along Oxford Street in London and I see a GTL store with
I think that's
Aslan t-shirts and mugs and stuff. Maybe I'll get a job in that shop. Maybe if you'll employ me, I don't know.
We might put Uncle John on a mug at some point if you want.
Well, if I don't pass my exams, I might be in the shop as well.
Yeah, cleaner.
Well, I have to say, I was really worried for Barty at the end of that first set and even at the beginning of the second set, but she's turned the screw somewhat and now a breakup now in the third. Is there any way back for Rogers?
No. There was no way back the moment Barty won that second set.
Yeah, it's that second game of the second set, wasn't it?
Yeah, apologies, guys, who are looking for the play-by-play. We've not really focused on it too much this one. I've got two older gentlemen below me, and they've been focusing on their chat-up lines. I think they're working.
You were the one who asked John on this chat-up line.
No, John brought it up first.
Really?
Did I? I don't know.
You said, John, what's your chat-up line?
I said something.
No, I didn't randomly say it. I
don't know.
Yeah, there was context. There was context. I forget what I said, but it led him into it.
He said something which led me to say it.
I thought you were just like, if I was a woman, John, what would your chat line be?
Listen, okay, so it's 15-all. Rogers, imagine this. I'm going to set the scene. Rogers breaks 1-all. Does she then have a chance?
No.
If she gets no. Okay.
I think it's back to how it was in all the other 4 matches they played now.
I think this one could be a 6-1 or a 6-2.
Yeah.
If you take away the first set, this is how the match should have really been.
Okay, people in the chat, I've got 2 things to say. 1, like the video, but 2, is there anybody in the chat, anybody brave enough to predict a Rogers victory? I'm asking anyone out there. Is anyone out there brave enough to put their name against a Rogers victory right now? I imagine no.
I don't. Well, you have to give it 15 seconds because there's a bit of a delay.
There's a lag. There's a lag on it. It's over.
You could be waiting longer than 15 seconds. I don't think anyone's going to be claiming a Rogers win.
That's going with no.
Yeah.
Pulled out and going for no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree as well.
What's the other matches? Opelka won the first set. Chapo been struggling to try and hold his serve.
He's facing break point now. He's been broken. Lloyd Harris now serving for the second set.
Bloody hell.
Not looking good for Chapo, is it? And Bassasvili's broken early in the second. Leads 2-love now.
He did that in the first set. It was a bit like Yannick Sinner early. I don't know what he was up to. He was a break up in the third set, looking like he was home and dry, and then suddenly he got broken back, lost the third set. He was a break up in the fourth set. He thought, he's sorted himself out now. Got broken back, lost the fourth set, and then finally in the fifth set he won it.
Wow. And I saw his interview. Sorry, JJ. I saw his interview after the match, and he said, I had opportunities in the third and fourth set. I didn't realize he was a break up in both.
Yeah, he was home and dry. If he just played, the Monfils played great, and the crowd were loving him as well.
Yeah,
it was
Monfils
vintage. Yeah, vintage Monfils.
Into the net there from Rogers, and it is the consolidation, Ashleigh BARTY. What I wanted to do is answer God One's question. I know she's asked a few times. It may not have just been God One, maybe in someone else as well. But what do you think of Raducanu's chances versus Barty? Seeing as we do the percentage game so often, I want to have a number from both of you. What is Raducanu's percentage chance against Ashleigh BARTY, considering she wins here against? I think she is going to win. So.
Well, let's say she wins. I reckon Raducanu, if you had to go and be fair based upon their performances in this tournament, but based upon Ashleigh BARTY's consistency as a tennis player, I would give Raducanu a 40% chance in the match. And that's
40?
Yeah, and I'm big on the hype train, mate. I'm serious.
Ben goes a bit mad with his numbers, so
he does.
He just, I don't know what it is with his numbers. He just loses his head slightly.
I'm
Damario's going
going
15%.
How
Jamie going
dare-
for 20.
20 to 80.
Nick.
Yeah, but I know what he means.
20.
2080.
All right,
Yeah.
2080, not 20 to 80 in that bracket. That's a wide
No.
bracket.
I'm about 0 to 100. Not sure yet.
Yeah, but those ones on the chat seem about right to me. I mean, I would
30
go
max. Ben going
Yeah, 30
full
max,
BBC.
but Ben,
Go on,
40.
John, you give yours.
Yeah, so mine would be 20. Yeah,
I'm on the hype train, mate. So it's typical. When you're on the hype train, it's
Well,
hard
mine's
to.
quite high then. I would go 28, which could shock a few of you.
Yeah, well, that shocked me. Can you imagine how I felt when I was almost having the heart attack that Ben talked up when he said 40? Blood.
There you go.
40's
Well,
yeah,
Kathy's joining me with 40.
Oh, Kathy, I I like you and I love your comments in the chat, and it's great to have you on board. So I'm not with you. I'm not with you on the
50 from
40.
Serenity. Look at that. There's a few people going even more mad than me.
it's nowhere near that. It's
So
like, what did you
Alcaraz
give?
win
What
the-
did you give Ashley Shelby Rogers in this one again?
25%. She won a set.
That's pretty poor.
I think it's fair. But you were shocked that she even won a set. She hadn't won a set in all the other meetings.
Yes, she had.
Nah, she hadn't.
She does. So let me just bring up some of the other meetings because I've got them all here. So
Nah,
she took a set in Melbourne this year. She took a set in Charleston this year.
Oh.
So she has taken sets.
So it should have been higher than 12% then.
No, 12%. It doesn't matter if she takes a set. The answer is, is she going to win?
It wasn't. What are the percentage chances of her taking a set? That's a different question.
Complete different maths there, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I've got my maths all wrong.
Oh, I'm glad I've got John here.
Yeah. Talking of which, actually, and I don't want to be anti-Ben all of a sudden, but whatever.
What do you mean all of a sudden? It's not all of a sudden.
So I remember the Federer sort of news about a month ago that said he wasn't going to play the US. And Ben said something. He said something like, "Well, I guess he's only got a couple more years left." And JG reacted exactly as I reacted when I was watching.
He's dead now.
2 years of playing Grand. I mean, if he even
On
plays
tour,
one
probably.
match,
He's probably still trying. He'll
couldn't
try and
believe
stick
what he
around
was
as long.
saying.
He'll probably try and stick around as long as possible.
I think that was
Two-
my reaction, John, wasn't it? It was
yeah,
like,
and
we'll
I
be lucky to see him
empathise.
again.
Yeah.
I'm not standing for this. When I texted John earlier just to say about did he want to do the Barty match, he was just like, "Oh, do you want to do Karatsev first?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just going to have some dinner," and he just sent me back, "No." He's trying to tell me to not have dinner. And then,
I tried to do the cool kids, because I'm down with the kids. I wanted to write NP, like no problem, yeah. I wrote NP, send immediately, and it come up with no. So I'm just gonna have dinner, and I'm like, no.
No, I've been on a stream for 4 hours. Just gonna have a bite to eat. No.
It could have been a worse. Could have been a worse autocorrect than no, though.
Yeah, there's worse ones out there, but still, yeah.
Because what would you go for? NP.
Yeah.
And this. I think is that cool? Am I down with the kids by saying NP? No problem,
I guess so. Or NW.
Oh, no worries. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of an older one.
The old people. But I don't. When I was first texting you, I didn't even understand half the things you used to write to me. Now I've sort of gained.
But I don't speak slang.
Yeah, but you used to write like TBH or all these other things. I was like,
TBH is so normal, no?
Yeah.
LOL. TBH, yeah, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
But at the start, like I was never used to writing all of this like abbreviated stuff.
I feel like you use it to me now.
Yeah, I do now, but I didn't then because I just the autocorrect just does it to words.
About, I don't know when it was, 10 or 15 years ago. This is texting, so it's not even WhatsApp. Someone said to me, BRB.
Going back
BRB.
inside, black and white.
Yeah. I was like, BRB? What the hell is that? I don't know what that means. And anyway, of course, I learned it meant be right back. And I've been on this very slow journey of learning these. But the funny thing is, LMAO, that was the one that really threw me.
LMFAO. Right,
Yeah, well, that one too. You can throw in an F in there if you wish. Yeah. But actually, I know a bar. There's a bar I know called Lamau. It's called Lamau. And I'm thinking, it's a Brazilian bar, but I'm thinking, is that the LMAO, or is that just a cool name of a bar, a Brazilian bar? I don't know. Anyway, I'll find out because I'm going to go there in a few days.
I definitely feel very young now, so that's good.
What's happened to Ben, by the way? We've lost him.
No, he just said he's nipping. I'm not sure if he said toilet or getting a drink, but
okay,
he'll be back in a minute.
Right. So,
do you know this one from Liam's doing this one? Do you know this one on the chat? I'll put it on the screen.
I have no idea what that means. What are you up to?
Perfect. There we go.
Oh wow, that was just a guess off the bat.
That is it.
Okay, but I'd never seen that before. And I don't know if I'll ever see it again.
You got Vance saying, I bet John has a pager.
I'm faxing people. I'm faxing you. Would you like to go out for a beer? I sent it via fax.
Demario said JJ also felt young 10 years ago.
yeah.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, Ashleigh BARTY now is, this match is done. That's a brilliant shot from her. That one just missed, though.
Yeah.
15 all now.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, it's only one break.
Yeah, but it's not just one break, though, John.
I know. I'm just trying to put.
I know what you're. I can understand what you're trying
to
do,
hype it up.
Just this match is a done match. It really was. After the second set, it had that feeling. I can't see anything. I can't see how this one's going to change around at all.
What about the Chapeau match? See that change around? It's 2 sets down now.
Yeah, I think it can. I predicted, didn't I? 5 sets Chapeau, so that's still on.
True.
I said straight set Chapeau, so I think that's done.
4 sets. So you've only got that means Harris wins in 3 then.
So I think my predictions were 5 sets Chapeau, straight sets Opelka. So far, not bad.
Good.
J Genius strikes again. Top of the bracket.
He's not won a set yet. Don't.
What do you mean he's not won a set yet?
Well, Chapeau has to win a set first to get close to that prediction. He could just lose 3-0.
I could do, but
it's still on.
Gonna.
My one's gone.
Beats your predictions.
Well, beats your predictions.
I don't know. If Kerber ends up winning the US Open, I think that's a really big call from Ben. If she ends up winning the US Open,
I'm the only one who's picked it. So if it happens, then at least
in the world, in the whole world, 7 billion people.
If it actually happens, I'll have to congratulate him live on the podcast, which I don't like to do too often.
Yeah,
I'll begrudgingly say well done.
Yeah, well,
I might have to mutter it and look the other way, but
yeah. That'll do.
So
I don't know if it's going to happen though. It's a long way to go, and she's got tough matches coming up as well. Well, they're all tough matches, aren't they?
I just want to say, guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like button on the video.
How many on?
82.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot there for Barty to make juice. Sorry.
It's 82 likes. Let's see if we can get to 100, and I'll play the button. And if you are new to Game to Love, you just found us. We aren't watching them. Well, we're watching it. Unfortunately, we can't show the match. You can check it out in our Discord, but we will be commenting on all of the US Open matches across the men's and the women. So,
what is going on in the match?
What's going on in the match? Well, Ashleigh BARTY is tearing Rogers apart. I said the start of this set, I think it's going to be either 6-1 or 6-2. Looks like it could be a 6-2 one.
Well, because Rogers now has brought up a game point there. It's a well constructed point there. 3. Listen, she just pumped a fist. She pumped a fist there, and that was a fist of I'm going to make a match of this. So let's see.
I think you just don't want to come off the stream, Joel.
I don't. I'm loving it.
What do you reckon?
Oh, an ace!
Wow, go on the Rog. Rog. What do you reckon on Halep this tournament? That's been an interesting one. She's sort of making a resurgence at the moment.
She is. Obviously, it's been a bit of a rough year for her in terms of injuries, you know. It's nice. It's nice that she's making it. The only thing is, I just still think in terms of potentially getting to the final, because let's say that's where we're looking, you know, someone like Halep, that has to be the minimum target, next. Right? Yeah, right. And that's 50-50. And she's already had a few 50-50s en route to where she's at now. I would probably favour Svitolina in that one.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be quite even, but Svitolina's been playing really well. She beat Kasatkina straight sets, didn't she? It was pretty convincing. That was
I think
quite a
Halep
tough match.
beats her.
She
Okay.
could do. She could well do. Halep's
I
been
mean,
playing well.
it's 50-50. The only reason I'm going towards Svitolina, if this was a fully fit, firing, normal year, she's played 4 Grand Slams, etc., then I probably would go Halep. But her form, I think, in New York in general is not that great. She's never
No.
really done that well here. So, and I don't know. With Halep, I think she's a really, really good tennis player. Don't get me wrong, but someone like Muguruza, who's also not done that well at New York, I don't know. I just feel Muguruza this year, her level may be a bit higher.
Yeah.
Muguruza's problem this year predominantly has been her ranking, which has led to her having some really tough draws, like
Spot
playing Naomi Osaka in the 3rd round, I think it was, in Australia, when she
Yeah.
had match points on her serve.
Yeah.
And she's basically the player that pushed Osaka the most in that
Should
sort
have
of.
won that event. I think she'd have won the Australian Open
if she
if
wins,
was
yeah,
to beat Osaka.
that's right.
So-
It was
She
the
wins that
final
match.
before the final.
Yeah, exactly. It was the final in many respects, and
Yeah.
and who knows now? You know, obviously Osaka's out, and Muguruza's playing really well. And so, anyway, back to the Halep thing. Yeah, I'm going to go Svitolina, but it's only because of the lack of form, fitness that Halep has had leading into the tournament.
I just
I
want to
think
say
so.
as well, in this match, Barty, I know we're talking about the unforced errors. Barty had 17 in the first set. In the 2nd set, she had 7. And in the 3rd set, she had 3. So what a drastic change in unforced errors for Barty. And now finding aces as well.
Focus. There's a bit of a focus. At the end of that first set, she seemed so annoyed with herself that she's like sort of brought herself together and said, come on, pull yourself together. Sort of an Andy Murray moment almost in the bathroom that Ben was mentioning, like slapping yourself in the face and talking to yourself. She sort of had not quite a slapping herself in the face moment, but she was like, end of that first set, come on, you've got to get this together. She just dumps her forehand into the net.
Yeah, it's always typical, isn't it? When you say it, it always backfires. They've changed it all around now. They're playing great, and then suddenly terrible shot. I'm liking Sabalenka a bit. I'm surprised that
I think you're all ruling out Savontek still massively.
Yeah.
I know Liam's saying if Eagle wins, I'll be so happy. She's now my person I'm going to be getting behind because I need her
Yeah, I know.
to go all the way.
She's got Bencic next. I don't think that's a given. I think Bencic, obviously the gold medalist, and she's gone through straight sets in every single match so far.
Andreescu?
Yeah.
I'm loving that story and the way she's playing. I'm loving it too, of course. Can I see her winning it?
I think Sabalenka's draw's nice though. That's why I think that I should have really looked more like deeper into it. Danielle Collins was a really tough match, but now Mertens, I think she can beat. She can overpower her. Krejcikova or Muguruza.
Not a nice draw at all. Sounds tough.
Muguruza, Sabalenka?
No, but I think I've got Krejcikova to beat Muguruza.
I think Krejcikova or Muguruza both will beat her.
I don't know. I think if she's playing her best tennis, she's horrible.
Who does she play if she wins that?
Well, should play potentially Kerber, but potentially. But there's a long way to go.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't sound like an easy draw to me.
Maybe.
Raducanu will be playing in the top half, probably against Andreescu in the semi.
Oh. I don't know if I see Andreescu getting to the semi. I would love it. I would love it because I love the way she plays.
Well, then, Sakari, then maybe. Or
yeah. No, do you know what? I can see. I like Sakari too. So many players on that side. I can see her. I mean, I think she's got it. I mean, what was she in the semis at the French? I think, and the problem I have with Sakari is actually the nerve. I don't know if her nerve is when it gets really business end of all business ends, as in a semi-final, and she's on her racket kind of thing, and that's when I worry about Sakari really at those sort of business ends of the tournament.
Shelby at the moment, the crowd trying to give her something to.
Yeah, love 30 right now. Looks like that 6-2 prediction could be happening.
Feel a bit sorry for her. She looks a little bit defeated and like she's struggling for answers at the moment.
Come on, recover that energy you had from the first set.
It was Barty's. Gave it to her, really.
She
when
does the old
Barty's playing consistent.
that
It's like saying
backhand slice.
Djokovic today against Nishikori. He lost the first set, but for what? Just he was the better player for the rest of the match.
Oh,
That's
nice
about
slice. Catches the
yeah.
baseline, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
it's just
Barty
too
gets
much.
going, yeah, it's
I
just
did
so
like was it
consistent.
6 or 7 backhand slices there in a
Yeah.
row.
He loves it.
It's just her most consistent shot, and that's why it was such a shock in the first set that they were missing and becoming unforced errors. Because usually she just finds she can pick her points very well with the slice. So I was a bit shocked,
If not,
but it
just
seems
win
to
the
be back
point.
now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
a
1 hour
horrible.
35 minutes this one, and it's a 3-setter, and we're coming to the real end of this third set and the match.
Whoa, what a power shot! And there's the break. Yeah, that's a good point from somebody. That was game to love as well, by the way.
Was it? I thought it was 15.
No, it's to love.
Yeah, it was to love.
It was to love.
Yeah, it's a good comment there. I just want to go back to it. Oh, I've lost it now. Who it was saying who had? Oh, there you go. Bam saying who had Gracheva making the third round. Yeah, I mean, well, she knocked out Badoza, which was very annoying for me. My finalist. I didn't see it, but she's playing Pavlyuchenkova in the next round. I think she could beat her as well. I think she's looking really good, Gracheva.
Can I just say something about Pavlyuchenkova? I think, you know, she's how old is she? 30, I think, which obviously in tennis terms is towards the end of your career, so to speak. But what a great year she's had, and she's been a lot of fun. I mean, seeing her run to the French Open final, it was a pity that she couldn't quite, win that in a third set there. And seeing her with Rublev in Tokyo, that was a lot of fun too. And I don't know. And following her on Twitter, I'm not cool like you guys, so I don't do you guys do Instagram, by the way?
Ben does a bit of Instagram.
Yeah,
Ben does it. I don't have the old Instagrams, but I know other people that do, and they tell me that she posts cool. I don't know. She's just a cool person, and I'd love to see her. I'd love to see her one day. I say one day, as I say, she's 30. I'd love to see her win a Grand Slam. I'd love it.
Yeah, she's had such a long career. Looking back here, she was playing in their first Slam in 2007 in Wimbledon. And to still be playing now, reaching her first final this year at Roland Garros.
Right, yeah.
It is amazing. I'm looking down here. The best she's ever got in a Slam prior to that was a quarter-final. And that's been in across all of the Slams, if I'm honest. Surprisingly, you'd be surprised how well she does at the Australian Open recently. 2019 quarterfinal, 2020 quarterfinal, 2017 quarterfinal. She's done pretty good, but just can't seem to get it over the line and get that next step. But this year has been amazing for her, and she's doing well yet again here. It may be another quarterfinal or better, maybe. You never know. Let's see.
I'd love
she's
it.
a name which we're not expecting to do it, and obviously something what you touched on. She's a gold medalist now.
Yeah, when won the doubles of Rublev. That was great as well. Some of her social media posts, or even just some of the memes, or what do you call the short videos and stuff that I was seeing of her sort of having a go at Zverev, like a mother telling her son, what to do and stuff. It was a good thing, and she just seems like a fun person who's having a lot of fun. Almost like Monfils has been reborn, I think, in the last few months with the crowds coming back. He's having a lot of fun. It's what we want to see. It's what we want to see. And I'm really pleased for it, and I'd love it. I'd love to see her win a Slam.
She also won an award this year. She was merited the Master of Sports of Russia.
Wow.
I don't know much about that, but it's on Wikipedia, so it's got to be true.
What's happening to Barty here? Such a serving out for the match. 15-30 down at the moment.
15-40 there,
double break.
Wow.
Double fault even, sorry.
And a double break point.
Yeah.
So you are sort of all right.
And she's down a double break. Well,
she's down a double break.
She's up a double break. Facing a double break point.
There you go. You've saved me there. Whew. I thought I made a mistake.
Yeah. It's all recoverable.
Not you, John.
Good serve. Nice forehand. Rogers just looping it up. Nice winner.
So good.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know how they
volley.
do that. So
One save.
reliably.
The first
what do
one's
you-
always easy.
How do you call that volley? Is it a swing
Drive.
volley or drive
Drive.
volley? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not. It is a drive volley, but I
Sort
like
of.
swing volley.
Is a drive volley that? Though,
yeah, a
isn't it?
drive
I don't-
like if when you
Well,
run
it is
into
kind
it,
of,
isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Where do your drive volleys normally go, Ben? Mine go into the net. When they go wrong, they go to the net.
Into the back fence. Probably most of the time.
I either get them okay, which is occasionally, or they go into the net.
Oh, it's the break.
Oi.
Rogers breaks back. Wow.
Rogers. 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 It's Shelby Rogers.
Demario goes. Well, it's not done yet.
Not yet.
And we've not even got to 100 likes. 10 to go. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the video
Shame
and
on you.
subscribe if you are new. We'll be covering more matches tomorrow and for the rest of the US Open. Right now,
All right.
Ashleigh BARTY 1 game away from the next round, but she's
Let's-
bottled it a little bit, serving out for the match.
Let's call this game. Who's going to win this particular game? I.e., is Rogers going to make Barty serve out or not? I'm going to say Barty's going to win this game, and therefore, although it's 15-love, I'm going to say Barty's going to win this game and then win the match.
I'm going to say Rogers wins this game and BARTY then serves it out.
Right.
I'm going to say Rogers turns it all around and wins 7-5 and everyone's really shocked. Imagine if that happens. That'd be the
100 to
craziest
1.
end to the
100
match.
to 1 on that, yeah.
She hits another 20 winners in the next 4 games.
Well, it could happen.
Oh, she's playing better now, at least.
She really
Wow,
is.
There's the first of them. 19 to go.
Yeah.
The
She
crowd.
She went
liking it.
super long and super aggressive on some of those forehands there, basically hitting the baseline before pulling out that winner.
Jamie saying, Ben, go to bed. Not liking that scoreline. Saturday night. Go out on the town. Go and try some of John's jump.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
Hey,
wouldn't.
you'll have time to go to the bar and still catch the end of the match.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine.
Wow, some sort of moon balls here.
That's it. I like a good moon ball.
Yeah, I like the old moon
Cry
ball.
Djokovic does a good moon ball. That looked long. Oh, it
It
wasn't
did look
though.
long. It did look long.
Weird. She's
Yeah.
wants to
She's having a
ask
look.
for
She's having a look. She's
review.
having a look.
Review. And everyone's saying
Everyone
that
said
was
it
out.
That was out. Yeah.
Did look close, didn't it?
I mean,
Why can't we see the close
well, you
call?
will see a close call, but the close call will just show us that it's in whenever they do show it. I mean, I don't know. That is the machine. The machine's what's it? 100? It's not 100% correct, is it? It's like
99.99.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, what a bit of
you
luck that
lucky,
is. She's
lucky,
hit the
lucky
net cord.
Sheila,
Wow.
that's the word
How's
they would
your
say.
luck?
Yeah, 30 all. Hits the net cord, dribbles over the net, and
Like she
Shelby.
needs any luck right now.
Yeah,
Match
right.
play.
yeah.
Already up.
2
And
set
Yeah.
points for a Pelka.
God, and Chapo was up a break, and now he's back at 2-2. So what's going on there? Harris won't let him have a
Harris is
set.
good.
He is very good. Beat Rafa, didn't he?
He did in
Then
Rafa
Rafa-
on 1 foot in
An injured Rafa, yeah.
Washington. Yeah.
Then Rafa got scared and didn't want to get beaten again. So
That's
he pulled out.
exactly right.
He was
yeah.
injured. He wasn't scared.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
he
I
pulled
meant
that at
injured.
he pulled that at
Wow,
Montreal.
Rogers,
Hey,
another winner.
40-30.
Scared.
Was it Montreal or Toronto? I always get those two.
Toronto, I
Cities.
think.
Toronto, yeah.
Yeah, the Montreal. I think they were in Montreal for the women's.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Right,
40-30.
well, Well, is she gonna make Barty try and serve it out again? I think she's got to. Misses the first serve, 93 miles an hour. Second serve. That's a better second serve. It's long, and it is 5-4. She consolidates that break.
Come on, she says, come on.
Come on, you got the American flag. Let's see the cheering, JG. Shelby Rogers. Nah.
Nah.
Are you not a fan of Rogers, JG? Or
Not really, no. A little bit. I think she's quite good. She's a good player to get you through a few rounds. Don't look at her as a champion. It's not quite at the level.
We got some people cheering on Rogers. Lex is saying Rogers playing good.
She's playing well right now. Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything bad about her. I think she's a really good player. Just not one of my personal favourites where I'm going to be super excited when she wins points and cheer for her. But if she was to beat Barty, I would be happy for her. No.
Not going to cheer for her.
No. Did I say that?
Yeah. Well, she's done well I think Barty sort of gifted her the break, but she's hit some winners as well.
I think you've been a bit harsh there, Ben. I think
she had a double fault, didn't she?
That was a really clever shot there because she took all the pace off the ball, and Barty had to come in and she just couldn't get there. Like that.
She hit winners, and Barty gave her some points as well. So it was a little mixed bag, but it was still good. She's up to level. What a time, and the crowd may have played a part in that as well.
She's looking for the
4
old
likes
crowd.
away.
Oh, we're on 96.
96.
Wow.
Ooh, exciting times.
It sounded sarcastic, that.
So I didn't mean it. It was kind of, maybe there was a mix of, maybe there's a fusion. There was a hint, a subconscious hint of sarcasm. I didn't mean it.
The 100 like button's not exciting. Is that what?
What's the most likes you've ever had, by the way, for a show?
1,600.
Something like that. Yeah.
What the? I guess that was a French Open semi-final with
Djokovic and Nadal. Yeah.
Nadal, yeah.
It's the one Ben took his top off on.
Yeah.
That was Karatsev, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Djokovic Karatsev.
yeah. In Serbia, I think, in a semi-final.
In the Belgrade. And we won't be seeing that again, unfortunately. Brooksby's beating us to it.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Barty's moving Rogers around, and there's one long. 3 points away.
Yeah.
Someone just gave 3 down likes.
Oh, well, that's very kind of them.
Down likes? Is that like dislikes?
I think dislike, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you think with the down like, but
yeah. It's very sad. Right. 3 points away.
Pick yourself up, Ben. Come on. You'll get over this.
I know. Mate, this is just like a late night stream for us. This is just like the Saturday night. This is like our night out.
Yeah. This is me extending the night out. Ooh.
Rogers hits the net cord and it goes over. She goes to the drop shot.
That's a good shot.
What
a
shot.
Played. One of the best shots of the match.
Then we got the wrong flags, mate.
No, that was class.
I think in that one point you had 3 or 4 unbelievable shots.
Yeah, you did. Look at this one here. I like that from Barty. I thought that was the right thing to do. But that drop shot is exquisite.
Yeah, too good.
Very difficult to pull that off. One of the best moments of the match, I think. And Shelby Rogers roaring.
Don't forget when Ben said 7-5. I know he said it as a joke. But if it was 100 to 1 when he said it, I'm going to say it's now 66 to 1.
It was 25%. It was,
look at that forehand from Barty.
Oh,
no, it's
close.
in. It's in.
No, it's out.
Oh, it's out. It's out.
Yeah, it looked close though. Yes, I can see why you were saying it was in. It was very close. 2 points away right now. If she was to break here, do you think that she would go on to win, or do you think it's still too much? Yeah, she's having a look at it. Let's see how close it was.
Yeah. I mean, if she does break here, which is obviously still a long shot at this point, then Barty's still a favourite. But
you see the winners to unforced errors and who's dictated this match and how it's gone. 34 winners and 32 unforced errors. big forehand there from Rogers, but now she's got it back with venom.
With the moon ball.
Nice. Reset the rally.
Yeah, reset. Yeah.
Barty's gone power, though. Great shot there from Rogers down the line into the net, and it's 30. The crowd go wild. There. Arthur Ashe explodes.
Yeah.
And now our odds have cut in half again. 33-1.
This is a good I like the
Is that real stats you're saying now? Is that to win the match?
No, just JG's
JG's book, the bookmakers. If you want to join JG's bookies,
11 to 10 to 1 to win. Oh,
I think that's
Barty attacks the net. She's gone with the lob. She's done it. She's done it again.
Amazing. Third or fourth lob from her.
Rogers. Shelby Rogers.
Oh, did you see that from Barty as well? As the ball's flying over her head, she puts her thumb up.
Well, yeah, she knew. The fact that she slipped.
Congratulating Rogers before the ball bounced.
She knew because she'd done it to her already about 3 times before. She'd seen that same shot. Great hit in here from Barty. Rogers on the defensive. Back to Juice.
It's getting tense, though. Ashleigh BARTY 2 points away from the match, and Rogers 2 points away from tying it up at 5-all in a third set.
Having been a double breakdown.
Yeah.
There's something about that in tennis with that lob, that the way you just see a player just go, yeah, that's done. I'm done with the lob, And there's something because it's such a slow shot.
Yeah, I like it as well.
I like the fact she did it off the Barty slice as well, because it's such a dangerous shot from Barty. Oh, there it is again.
That one clips the line.
Oh, so good. Such a good shot. And there's the forehand. She's trying to answer it with a bigger shot this time. Barty, massive forehands right now.
That'll do.
And now inside out forehand. Rogers just sort of guessing which way she's going to go. Now she goes big. Wow. What a rally. Barty's wide, and it's another break point.
Come on. Let's go, Rogers.
Finally. JG starts cheering
JG is moving towards the flag.
No, I'm quite liking it now. She's excited with some of these shots.
We have a match on.
Jamie's saying this is probably true. Murray, the greatest lobbyist or lobbyist. I don't know.
No, a lobbyist has a different sort of meaning.
I know it does.
But yeah. Well, maybe.
Good serve. Good return. It's long. He breaks. Shelby Rogers breaks.
Rogers. Shelby Rogers.
Oh, wow.
Is Ashleigh BARTY going to be going out here of this year's US Open? She was up a double break. Now it's 5-all in the third.
Tomorrow.
A double break. 7-5
down.
A double break. So when she was a double break up, I don't think she had any match points. No, I think she was 30-40.
No, she had juice. Wow. She was close. 2 points away, but never a match point.
Okay, yeah, right, yeah.
Wow. Well, Rogers serving now. She's got to hold her serve now. It's
that's the thing. No, she's got that's the thing. I still put Rogers at 33% right now.
Okay, it's fair. But the crowd surely adds another 12%.
I think it's close now.
Nice backhand there from Rogers. Great angles from Barty. That's good. She's trying to reset the rally. Barty with the drive volley. Too good.
Yeah. Too good.
Wow. What is turned into a bit of an epic third set, this one. I didn't really see it coming. It looked like Barty was just going to walk all over her in this second.
JG said 6-1 or 6-2.
Oh, ace Rogers.
Go on, JG. What you got?
What did you say, John?
I don't think I said anything.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
You didn't say anything. Wow. Stay quiet.
I love calling people out for predictions when I haven't got a prediction.
Still, Rogers, she was only 12% chance of winning.
If we hear that one more time, I'm going to end the stream.
Well, someone needs to be called out for their incorrect percentages.
Well, listen, if Barty ends up winning, then that 12% is fair.
Well, I don't think it is based upon the way this set's going.
No, I mean the thing is about will they win in 2 sets, 3 sets?
You know,
how many
away
games?
with it now.
It's about how you do it, though, John.
Oh, is it? Is it? Well,
It's about
talking
how
of which,
confident it is.
Djokovic would say winning is winning. You know, doesn't matter if I win in 5 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets.
Or
whatever.
Rafa.
Winning is winning, and 100 likes is 100 likes.
Whee!
Great
Next up,
return from
250. If everyone likes the video, we can get the 250 like that.
Oh, what a shot from Rogers down the line!
Rogers down the line with a backhand there. Wow.
That was amazing. That shot's been a shot of the match. And it's a weird angle she hit it with as well.
Yeah, but she's sort of getting on the rise. I mean, not a half volley really, but she's getting on the rise, isn't she? And she's still
didn't seem like the sweet spot of the racket at all. It was right at the top.
No, yeah.
What a serve! God, unreturnable.
What was the speed of that? 110 mile an hour.
Mate, that was a big serve. She is pulling it out the bag right now. Shelby Rogers.
110 mile an hour. It seemed faster, if I'm honest. An absolute bullet down the tee.
She needs one more to put all the pressure onto Ash Barty. Come on.
Listen,
what
I'm
have you
here
got,
for it.
Shelby? What have you got? She's got a good one. It's too good. She's going 6-5. Come on.
What a turnaround for Shelby
Yeah.
Rogers.
5 games.
And that is that was the consolidation button.
That's it. Yeah.
Rogers. Shelby Rogers.
I can't believe I've never thought to do that before.
Why?
Until now.
Yeah.
No, we've never. No, why are you saying yeah? We've never done that before.
Well,
I
do
like-
it. I've had to do it over videos before. Have you never done it before?
Yeah, but come on, you've never done it on a player's button before.
No, not on a player's button before. I've sometimes thought about doing it on the intro, like when they're saying, "Hey, I'm Henry."
Yes.
I was thinking about doing it on that.
Hey, I'm JG.
I like it. I like
Just
it,
to add
JG.
that
I like
on the
it.
end.
Yeah, just
Brilliant.
every now and again, just go, Yannick Sinner, and you could just sort of imitate it. You know, it'd be great.
Yeah, this is how you can get yourself on a button, JG. You've now worked it out.
I know. I can't believe it's taken me. I feel like there's so many breakthroughs with the podcast. This US Open.
Who's that dancing in the crowd? They're going, that's the worst dance I've ever seen.
I'm
They're
having a sing on
enjoying. They're
every
enjoying
button.
the moment. They're enjoying the moment.
Well,
you don't get that at Wimbledon.
I'd be. You definitely do when I'm there.
Right,
I'm on
okay.
Henman Hill. I'm not in the stand. Don't let me in the stands.
6-5 now. I mean, is it 50-50? Is that?
No,
Am
I
I
think
being-
I don't even want to
Rogers
hear
is
your
the favourite.
percentages anymore.
I think Rogers is the
You can
favourite now for this match.
Stick your percentages where the sun don't shine. I just want to see a good last, potentially last couple of games or last game here. Oh, it's wide from Rogers. Are we going to see tie break? That's the question.
Tie break.
Tie break.
Match point. I can't say match point anymore without thinking match point.
Guys, if you're just joining us,
Wait,
please
can I
hit the
just say,
like
why don't we
button.
get a John button?
Well, we might.
Can we not have a button with John's
We
voice
got
on it?
Big John.
Big. I know. I was thinking Big John there. You know, when you say John Button,
Wow.
I'm thinking Big John.
Barty, 30 love. My prediction might be going out the window.
Oh, the old but it was a fun. Don't call that a prediction. If she wins 7-5, I don't want you, Ben, to make that to be a prediction because you were just saying it for fun. You were
All
sort of
right,
going,
John.
yeah,
All right.
you
What
went-
was your prediction again, John? I know. we're just
no
having digs
prediction,
at
no
my
prediction.
You're digging
But
at
I didn't
JG's
go-
prediction. I didn't give a prediction. Well, you can't attack people who gave a prediction.
Well, it wasn't a prediction. That
You
was
put me on the
"Oh,
spot, and I
7."
just gave something that you
You
didn't
said,
give.
yeah, 7-5. You said it.
Children, stop bickering now.
That's it. God,
Anyway, it's going to be 6-all. So
looks like it. Oh, it's double fault. John Silk jinxes Ash Barty live on the podcast. What's happened there?
We've actually got over 500 people watching us talk rubbish.
What's
GTL
the-
disco on Hemman Hill apparently at Wimbledon 2022.
yeah, there you
Are
go.
we there?
GTL disco.
GTL vibes.
Oh, it's long from Ash Barty.
Long.
And there you go,
43.
40-30. Another point comes back. She's reeling her in. She's got the fishing rod out. Reeling Ash Barty back.
Yeah, in the other matches, Opelka won the second. He's in the third set right now. On serve with Basasvili. And Harris serving for the match against Shapovalov.
Wow.
6-4, 6-4, 5-4 up.
No, Shelby! She smashed it into the
Smashed
net.
into the net.
Oh, why did she do
Live.
tie break? I thought you were going to try and do the tie break as well on top of it.
I just.
Wow. She had the chance to send it to Juice there and just smashes it in the net.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's
Keep your
tie break.
nerve.
She's still got a chance.
Third set tie break. Shelby Rogers would have taken this before the match began. I can assure you of that. And she would have certainly taken it after the second set when she got battered 6-1. Second serve coming up for her. She finds it to the forehand of Barty. Barty misses. 1-love Rogers. Great start for her. 2 hours on the clock. And she's the favourite now for this match.
I still think it's funny that with the Harris Shapovalov, and you said Shapo in 3, I went Shapo in 4, you went Shapo in 5, and I said that means Harris is going to win in 3. And it looks like Harris is going to win in 3. Terrible. Oh, Rogers is overcooking it now. What are you doing?
1-all.
Nick P saying, what a match. Yeah, it has turned into a really good
It turned into it, but listen,
encounter.
just for, I mean, basically it's 6-1, 5-1 or 2-6, 6-1, 5-1. This is a match.
Well, it's anybody's right now, and it's
Another
I
error,
don't know.
though.
There's part of me that
The
thinks
errors are creeping in now for Rogers.
Is that an error? Is that an error? I don't know. She was.
yeah, it's an error.
She's a lot better than that, John. We know that.
We saw that backhand hit winner after winner in this match, and she's just gone and plonked
Tie
one
break
in the net.
record to 2021. Ashleigh Barty's 1-8, lost 3. Rogers 1-4, lost 6. So Barty
Sounds
with
like
a
Bart
considerably better tie break record.
Sounds like Bart is going to win the match based upon that tie break record.
And
First
it's a
serve
second
into the
serve
net.
for Rogers. She's won 50% of these. Oh no, she hasn't. 52%. Better than Barty.
Good slice there. Inside out forehand there from Rogers. Nice slice down the line. It's beautiful.
good.
Oh, she's got it back in play. And
She
then
does it
another one.
again.
That's going out.
That's going
Oh,
out.
it's in.
It's in.
It hits the line.
Wow.
Brilliant
Well played,
drama here at
Rogers.
the end of this
Oh,
one.
there's that
She goes for
horrible
another
slice.
one.
Oh,
Oh, that slice is horrid.
yeah, it's
There's
horrible.
horrible.
backhand.
This is unbelievable.
Well, it's kept in play somehow. She's
if
going
Rogers
to that
wins
backhand
this-
down the
He's
line.
done it.
Rogers!
On that point.
Rogers, what a point that is. 2-2 now.
My
Rogers. 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 Shelby Rogers.
Right.
I loves
The
this.
600 people just joined and probably thinking, what the hell's going on? If you have just joined us, please hit a like on the video. Shelby Rogers now at 2 points all in the tiebreak after hitting an amazing backhand. So the drop shot from Barty is into the
come
net.
on.
It's 3-2. Rogers. Subscribe if you're new and you're just joining us.
Yeah, let's try and get
we're
to
trying to get
20K
to 20K.
subscribers.
We're
How many
trying to get
subscribers-
to.
What are you on at
Well,
the moment?
Well, I don't know. We
18.
can't. We're trying to get to 20k. I can cover John up with 20k there. Look, there you go. That's the target. Nice serve there from Ash Barty, and a 3-all going into the break.
Basically, someone is 4 points from victory.
And Lloyd Harris is no points from victory. He is through 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 against Denis Shapovalov. Wow, well done to the South African.
What the hell was I doing talking about Shapovalov being a potential
semi-finalist?
Yeah, I know. Sorry, JJ. I almost feel responsible. Yeah.
You ruined my reputation a bit there, John.
It's all on the line. Yeah. And the winner will play Opelka or Basashvili, or Harris will play Opelka or Basashvili. Sorry, not the winner.
So one of those three is going to be in a Grand Slam quarterfinal. Yeah. Anyway, 3-all. 3-all.
Nice serve from Barty. It looks too good. I don't know if that's going to go in. It was close, but it's just long.
Close. Yeah, but just long. 4-3.
All the pressure back on Rogers now.
Jamie saying a Chapo disaster class.
Yeah, I think we should definitely talk about Chapo. Maybe not now, but he's disappointing me so much. Bags of potential, talent. Just always lets me down.
So much talent.
Sick of picking him now.
That's Simona Halep.
I just think now Barty's going to turn the screw. 4-3.
Oh, is that in? Must have just creeped in.
Nice forehand there from Rogers. They're just sort of tentatively keeping it in play at the moment. Barty goes big, but goes long.
Come on, Rogers, 4-all now.
This is pretty
tense.
mad. Very tense.
God, Rogers
well, how crazy! Well,
nervous. In the US Open as well. What is Shelby Rogers' best Grand Slam to date?
That's a good point, mate. I'm gonna
no clue.
I'm gonna have a look. Don't worry, I'll have a look. You keep us going.
I'll keep you going then. 4-all in the tie break. Shelby Rogers to serve.
Quarters of
the first serve.
French and US Open. And US Open in 2020. She got to the quarters.
How old is she, by the way?
Shelby is 28.
28, yeah. Second serve's in on the backhand now. Forehand. Backhand of a forehand of Rogers. Goes for the moon ball. Goes for the long one. Forehand to forehand now. On the backhand slice, of course, what's going on now? Yeah, Barty, yeah. Backhand slice again of Barty. Forehand.
Oh, she's hit the
goes long.
Come on! Shelby Rogers 2 points away. She held both of them. Barty walks back to the baseline, sort of smiling to herself. I'm not sure what she's smiling about. She could be out here.
John,
wow. Oh, yeah. Someone sliced that. Someone sliced. Who sliced? Who did that slice?
Two players, John. One's Barty, the other's Rogers.
They're on the screen. It says it.
Anyway, here we go.
Ooh, it's that wine. Blame the wine.
Yeah, I can easily blame that for sure.
Second serve.
Rogers' backhand. Her backhand's been a better shot. She's been looping the forehand. And there you go. Cross court from Barty. Just over the net. Nice slice from Barty. Back into the forehand side. And it's long from Rogers.
So sloppy. That's such a big moment. I'm not sure if that could be the real deciding factor.
When you do a moon ball, and I think that was a moon ball, the key with a moon ball is you got to keep it in.
Yeah,
you just got to keep it in.
Did Ben say 7-5 in the tiebreak? Maybe. God, I didn't state what 7-5.
Just said really. 7-5. Yeah.
Everyone just joining us. It's 5-all in the third set of the tiebreak. The world number one on the verge of going out. Shelby Rogers raising her game to the crowd. She misses the first serve. She can't find a first serve right now. Second serve coming up.
8 double faults so far today for Barty.
She doesn't double fault there, though. It's a good return.
No. It's long and it's
long.
And we have match point. Shelby Rogers is going to be serving out.
That's it.
Match point.
Guys, if you're just joining us, please hit the like button on this video, subscribe if you're new, and join us for more action in the US Open. Shelby Rogers has match point. She was down and out in this third and final set. She was 5-2 down. Now she's got match point. She gets the serve in. It's a good one. It's long, and she's done it. She's done it.
Fifth time lucky this year. She's not been able to beat Ashleigh BARTY, but now she has, on the biggest stage of all, a US Open, an American beating Ashleigh BARTY in America. Who would have thought it? Ashleigh BARTY comes to the net, congratulates her. It was a very, very good match. Ashleigh BARTY, though, some would say she bottled it. She was up a double break in that final set, ultimately let it slip, and Shelby Rogers hit some big shots when it matters. Well played to her.
That's it.
Rogers. Rogers. Shelby Rogers.
7-5 in the tiebreak, wasn't it, in the end?
Yep.
Mhm.
Ben was right.
I think Kathy was saying that 7-5, Ben. So who knows? I don't think any of us really saw that coming. 5-2 down to the world number one and turned it around.
She's holding her head right now, saying, "What? What?" She can't believe it.
Well, we can't believe it. We can't believe it. I mean, listen, we were basically smoking a cigar through most of the second and the third set, much like Ashleigh BARTY probably was, and then suddenly at 5-2, she gets that break to get the break back, and then it's like, okay, she does a come on, she G's on the crowd, and she's thinking it could happen. We're still thinking it's not, but she's thinking it could happen, and then the momentum, and then boom.
I think the big question.
Ben's cheering on Daniel Evans there.
Well, Raducanu, that's the next matchup in the next round. And the big question that we're going to be asking now is she's not playing the world number one. Right. She's playing Shelby Rogers. And is that a better matchup now for her? Do you think that, well, if she played BARTY and BARTY was making all those errors, I think Raducanu could have probably done pretty well against her. I still think she's got a good chance against Rogers. Listen,
Raducanu is so young and not played that many matches in terms of, so it's difficult to know about the matchups, so to speak. But surely if Raducanu's chances against the world number one compared to Rogers, they have to be slightly better. I mean, I know it's in America, blah blah blah, but blah blah blah.
Ruling it out any American well, she's got a massive following now in America.
Got a bigger shot. Raducanu now. She's going to be looking at this result and be pretty pleased. No disrespect to Rogers.
This is exciting. Raducanu.
I think it's a 50-50 match.
And she could be in a quarterfinal.
Well, I'm just worried for her because we know in the fourth round of Wimbledon, she had the problems when she got to the fourth round with the nerves, and she actually had a lot of anxiety and she couldn't even come out to finish the match.
Yeah.
She played. Well, she's not at home now. So she's not got all the crowd. She's not got the pressure. She's not got all of like the BBC. She's not got everything.
Not got Piers Morgan.
Yeah, she's not got Sue Barker. Sue Barker's not there, grilling her. But she's not got any of those people. She's just got her there in the US. And I don't think the expectation is as much there as it would be at Wimbledon. I mean, look at some of the statistics today. I mean, Cerebres Tormo, 41 in the world. And then we go down and just look at the, winners, unforced errors.
I'm going to have to shoot, Ben, but I'll let you continue.
No worries. No worries, man.
Coming on, John.
No worries.
See you all tomorrow.
Take care. Ben, I mean, the thing is regarding her nerve, and I don't know, was she winning super easy at Wimbledon before she got to the fourth round? Was it straight sets? Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I wasn't sure. I don't know. I just feel with Raducanu this time, it's only a few months later. You can have an attack of nerves, and it doesn't mean you're always going to have that attack of nerves. You can soon get over. I saw Marcus Rashford, the footballer, tweet around that time saying that he had a similar problem when he was like 17, 18 playing. I think England under 21s or under 23s. You know, these things can happen. It doesn't mean you're constantly going to have this. And I don't know. I see in terms of that specific issue, I don't think that will be, if she loses the next round against Rogers, it won't be necessarily because of a stage fight.
I don't think it matters. Yeah, this is the thing. Two fourth rounds in a row for an 18-year-old is really incredible, really. When she's come from nothing. Like, she hasn't even played qualies or anything for Grand Slams yet. She just got thrown a wild card because someone dropped out. And now she made the 4th round of Wimbledon, and she's about to play.
Is that how she got into Wimbledon? I didn't realize she got into Wimbledon through a wild card, did she?
She got a wild card because another wild card dropped out. And Eden Silver, I believe, dropped out with an injury just before the tournament started, like a day or two before. And she said, "Oh, yeah, I'll step in happily." And turned out to be a breath of fresh air for women's tennis in the UK. Absolutely took the tournament by storm. And we saw a style of tennis that I don't think I've seen for a long time. Aggressive tennis. It was brilliant.
Tell me, what do you think about tonight's match with Barty and Rogers?
Well, I thought Rogers played... she was all right in the first set. I think Barty... you saw how many unforced errors that she hit today. 8 double faults in a match. If someone like Zverev or someone did that, everyone would be on their case, on his case rather, for the whole thing. So I think that needs to be addressed for Ash Barty. I don't think you can hit that many unforced errors. When she hit how many actual unforced errors? That was the amount of double faults. So just to show the stats, ready to go through it.
I mean, for me, there were 3 parts to this match. You had that really impressive first set from Rogers and unimpressive from Ash Barty, where she did all those errors, many of which occurred in that first set, really. And then you had the second part, which basically was the entire second set and most of the third set, where it was like, oh, well, it's one-way traffic now. Ashleigh Barty has turned it up a gear. Rogers couldn't keep up her unbelievable sort of, redlining, hot streaking first set period, which of course is normal. And it gets to 5-2 in the second set. And that's sort of the end of the second period of the match. And something happens. Something changes. And I must admit, I can't put my finger on what exactly changed at that 5-2 moment. I don't know if it was complacency. I don't know if it's the nervousness of getting close to the finish line, or Rogers just goes. I think there is an element of just Rogers goes, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this last few minutes of this match one way or another. And she suddenly breaks one of those 2 breaks back, if you like. But she's still 1 break down. And then she's saying, come on, crowd. Come on, let's go. Let's give this a good shot.
Well, she was sort of pausing a little bit in between some of the points, wasn't she? And she was waiting for the crowd to sort of die down. They were really sort of started getting very, very loud, trying to get behind her, trying to say, come on, you're 5-2 down, but don't give up right now, because we're all here, we're all supporting you, and we believe in you right now. You won the first set. You've still only got to win this many games and you can take her out. And Ash Barty wasn't having a good day. I mean, she had a good second set, but all in all, you see the statistics here from Ash Barty, and it's not like the sign of somebody who is an absolute going to go on and win the slam. Like 8 double faults, 57% of her first serves in. She's normally around 80% for her first serve percentage. And you go down to the winners to unforced errors, and you see 39 unforced errors to 37 winners, and that's a bit uncharacteristic. She's normally misconsistent on tour. She's the one.
But she did get, I mean, Ashleigh Barty got better. So that first set, we saw the slice not working quite well. But in that last 3 or 4 games that we mentioned, after the sort of the pendulum swung back again in Rogers' favor, we saw the slices and they were still working unbelievably. And you're thinking, well, that's going to win the point, not necessarily as a winner, but the slice was like going to go so far. It was hitting the line and was going so far out there. And you're thinking, and Rogers was still getting it back.
Yeah.
Rogers was still getting, it was like, wow, and it was the point, and Rogers was resetting the point. I heard you say that at least once, maybe a couple of times during the commentary. Rogers has reset the point, and she did that 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
I think the key thing was Ash Barty wasn't addressing the fact that Rogers' forehand wasn't her offensive weapon. And it was quite clear watching from the outside that every time it was going into Shelby Rogers' backhand, she was hitting some nice, if not clean winners, she was hitting some very, very testing shots that Barty was always on the back foot after that backhand flew in. If she'd played more to the forehand, Rogers was just trying to reset rallies a lot with it. She was looping it up and just trying to get back in the rally and just hoping that maybe it would go to the backhand side again when she able to hit another winner. I don't think Barty made the adjustments. I think if she had, she could have already closed that out at 6-2 in that final in the final set. If she'd have just noticed that was what was happening, but I don't think she noticed, and I think she continued.
I'd like to see that game again. I'd be interested to know if anyone wants to make a quick comment in the chat to see if they think that they saw something in that 5-2 game. So when it begins that game, because I know she never had a match point in that game, but at the beginning of that game, was there anything in Barty's behavior? Was there something lackadaisical or nervy? I mean, 5-2. I mean, you're a multiple Grand Slam winner. I don't think pressure would have been a big issue for Barty at that point.
Oh.
Maybe she just thought this is done.
We saw it with Tsitsipas yesterday. He had the same. He was 5-2 up as well. He was up the double break. He got broken back twice and ended up losing the set in the tiebreak.
I didn't even know that. So you're talking about the fifth set?
Third set.
Third set. I didn't know that. So Tsitsipas was a double break up in the third set.
3-set point. No, 2-set points he had as well.
But a double, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. So he went back from 5-2 down, 5-2 up to go into a tiebreak and lost the tiebreak 7-2. Got thrashed in the tiebreak. So it was Alcaraz just hung in there for the whole thing. And that was the credit to Alcaraz, really.
And maybe Rogers was similar today. She just hung in there.
With the crowd's playing a part, I think. I know I've been giving a lot of stick to the US crowds and stuff, but I have noticed that this today and a little bit of yesterday, there's actually been a little bit of an adjustment where people aren't being quite so. I've noticed a bit more silence in there. There's the people. I think as the matches are getting more serious as the rounds are going on, people are starting to realise how much this is actually meaning. They're getting a bit more silent in the rallies, and there's not the murmur of people chatting all the time. And I even seeing like you saw in one of the matches today, like these kids who were just sort of coming in during a point, and then the umpire was sort of telling them to get to their seat or something, and then their dad was like saying, "Get down here now," or that, just like saying like "Be quiet" or something. So it's good to see that people are trying to get people quiet during the points, stuff like that.
During points, essential. My only thing is that I like it if they're a bit rowdy in between the points. But you're right. When you go for a smash, you don't want to be hearing.
No, but I don't want to hear a murmur of just like there's people chatting throughout a match. That's what it's been like throughout the first whole week up until today or yesterday.
Listen, I was on an outside court at Wimbledon I think it was 2 years ago, 2019, and it was a doubles match. It was actually Kyrgios was playing in a doubles match on an outside court, and somebody opened up. So Wimbledon tends to be a bit more quiet, certainly between points. But somebody opened a bottle of champagne and the cork ended up on the court during this double match, and it was like, oh, okay, because you can sort of take your drinks in there, and I'm not sure on US Open you could do that, but Wimbledon you certainly can.
That's interesting. Anyway, well,
yeah, right.
I think that's Kyrgios probably found that amusing. I'm sure.
I mean, he was having a lot of fun. I mean, him and his partner ended up losing that day, but he was just having a lot of fun. And it was okay. It was dealt with in human. I mean, it wasn't like Federer Nadal semi-final situation on centre court, but yeah, I'm a big fan of the New York crowd generally, and I said it to you yesterday during our pod. I said it's my favorite slam. It's my favorite slam.
Well, I'm not against people having passion and cheering and even dancing in the stands and doing everything. Just don't do it during the points. That's it. I don't have anything. I would love it if after every point the place was rocking and the decibel level was the highest ever that you could hear it in the next state. I would want that. I just don't want to hear people chatting during points. I just know that it's going to put someone off at some point, and then everyone's got a cause for a complaint or an excuse, or that you just want neither player to have a complaint or an excuse, and you want to see a fair tennis match, and that's it. That's all I want to see.
If you could make some predictions now, I mean, we know you've got Kerber to win the tournament, etc. From your first call, if you like, and I had Ash Barty, so that's done. If you could call
that's
it,
a good
having
point.
Yeah,
The whole of our GTL brackets, I think about 90% have Ash Barty to win.
Right. So, and obviously Osaka went out last night as well. Okay, who would be, apart from Kerber, who you've got obviously as your pre-tournament prediction, who is the favorite to win on the women's side? And that's such a who is the favorite anyway, irrespective of your prediction of Kerber? There's Kerber, there's Muguruza, there's, can we say Rogers, Raducanu are not possible to get to a final, for example? Yeah, you wouldn't make them.
I'm not adding them in there for now.
No,
I would say I think someone no one's talking about is Pliskova. And no one's talking about her. No one's talking about her, and she's having one of her greatest years at the moment. She's plodding away. She's happy. No, she's in the dark. No one talks about her. She's just going to go through the draw, picking people off, and that's how she likes it. She doesn't want people to go, "Oh, she's the number 4 seed. She should be winning." All the floodlights are on her. She just wants to just get it done and not be talked about.
Krejcikova is still in, right?
Krejcikova, Sabalenka. I think Sabalenka. I think for me, Sabalenka, if she puts it together in every single match, she wins the whole thing. That's a big thing to say.
I predicted her to go out in the previous round just because Collins. I thought, against Collins. Not because I was a big fan of Collins. I just thought Sabalenka always goes out 3rd, 4th round somewhere against a toughish. Yeah, right. And I think she got to the quarters in Wimbledon, maybe, if I get it right, but Sabalenka. But so I just thought, well, she's going to go out at some point. Why not the 3rd round against Collins? But she was impressive. She was impressive against Collins. I watched. I didn't watch it last night. I watched it, actually. Funny enough, I watched it on a replay this morning, and just to see, because it was actually one of the only matches I didn't know what happened. So I decided to actually watch it. The problem is when you watch it on a replay, you see how long the match is. So I saw it was 1 hour, 51 minutes. So I thought, including an intro. So I thought, well, this is done in straight sets. I just thought, well, who's going to win the first set? And once I saw win the first set, I thought, okay, that's done. So, yeah, I mean, Sabalenka, I guess if form and everyone plays at their potential, then she wins.
People are forgetting, though. Like, everyone's saying, oh, yeah, but she might not, she might not get that far. She's not like proven she's got to the semi-finals of Wimbledon. Like, everyone's forgetting that she might not have played. She didn't play that well at Wimbledon. She still got to the semi-finals, and I didn't think she was that great. But you've got to remember,
that's not pedigree though, is it?
She won 1, 2, 3. What? How many tournaments? 5? Was it 4? 5
Grand Slam pedigree though. Grand Slam pedigree is. I mean, you've got Swanchek obviously has won a slam. Muguruza's won 3 slams, I think. That's pedigree, right? Or even just getting to a slam final is.
You got to win your first. She's only like 21, isn't she? Something like that. So
maybe, but still, I mean,
her hard court form, I don't think it can be ignored. If she puts it all together, look at the people she beat in one tournament. When she won Doha, Kontovic, Sakari, Kuznetsova, Kvitova, all in one tournament. When she won in Ostrava, Jen Brady, Azarenka, Tormo, Goff. When she won in Linz, she beat, what other names? Krejcikova, Elise Mertens. When she won in Abu Dhabi, Kudermetova, Sakari, Rybakina, Jabeur. Like, all of the top names that we're talking about who are in the draw, she can beat them all. And she beats them all mainly in straight sets as well when she plays well.
But the body of work at slams is less impressive. The body of work. Okay, you're right. She's 20. She might. I think she's, how old is she? Is she really
21 or 22 max? I think.
I mean, I don't want to offend her, but she looks a bit
23.
older.
Sorry,
23. Yeah. So her body of work at slams though is not that impressive, and that's important, you know.
Yeah. Well, mate, I think we could talk about this until the cows come home. Anyway, I think we're going to
Just
wrap
going to say
this.
one more thing.
Go on then,
Zachary.
mate.
Zachary.
Yeah, what? That's your pick now, is it?
No, it's not my pick. I just like to see how she gets on.
Right. I think we'll wrap this one up. We've been talking. It's nearly 3 a.m. here. John, really appreciate you coming on, buddy.
It's fun.
We'll see you. I'm sure we'll see you for some more matches coming up next week. But appreciate everybody who did join us for this one. Still only 100 or 150 people still in. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit it. We've been up on a late Saturday night. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you tomorrow for more tennis action. There's some good matches coming up. See you soon, guys.
See you.
Bye-bye.